Do you have your own personal handbook? Me ma akwaba at the Badom TV. Eye kasa emfoni afidi a wo hwe ne de. Ye ka kasa emfoni afidi a na mo fa the TV no. Kasa emfoni afidi a ye fa na Adom TV. Ene me da to job say station so e ka. Ma kire o ma de. TV e ba kan ya ka TV e wo bofo kasa ba ntumi ka eye kasa emfoni afidi. Television Adom TV and now she. The Jumadi way a crancher, and what is obi can be because I need to go the car. Adom TV, made us say. Unim, Onipa. I said, what Tim Crata. I beg her bubra. May me see so because she said they sat Nipa area. To share be to say anatomy and physiology. Nipa said there was sue or Bobby at here. Monsieur said, would Tim said I will brain tear, cerebellum, Monsieur Nina, Monsieur will nostril with him, Monsieur Noma, a down with him, coadrimu, Monsieur, we have a bucca cavity. What in that? Bucca cavity, one on the dinner, and a Monsieur will take a mad or take a man, and a Monsieur would say, Monsieur Osophagus, Monsieur or Bosso or chest, Sir Ahana, and Po Akumawo, and a Monsieur said their first year Juma, and a Monsieur said a touchy quite so Amanaya Juma. And the machine are drinking a moon near so. And to end our shamedine, and I'm never see me frame home mental health practitioner. Also, so then a dead dear, a member from say, may a human being of quality and extreme value. And your Bible no be do more to mention, but one casa, first and foremost, to develop your handbook, identify your real self. And yes, I am cranny. Yes, I can. We are wine. Miniteko, may you be at me shame cry. May you be at me one who shall swear. May you be at me donipa. May you be at me fast semun shemimu. May you be at me dawa daddy. May you be at me wa kudro. May you be at me just me one fe. May you be at me just me tima ya de na eswaba mfa so ama nkran. Sa na me yo. Wo so ye wine. Yes, all your yere ni okunu. Unye trader. Unye journalist. Unye producer. And I say Christopher, because I'm a cameraman, unye cameraman. You are something beyond what you see yourself to be today. Identify that thing. 2, what is your life purpose? What is the reason why you were made the way you are? Number 2. Number 3, what are your values in life? You can't values are. You can't somebua usubai utimopo edi achire. Me more values and 9. Nyama naya me suban e de achire bako e responsibility. Me no e respect. Me nsa e integrity. And 9 e innovation. And me no na mo me very responsible for everything I do. Me mo be subo dia me biana e jira me so I make sure I learn to do things right, that I don't commit errors, nor I don't end up blaming others. So I'm very responsible for my actions. Me twika na ka no kopimo a enye bonsam na aye. I am responsible for how I live my life. Number 2, I show respect to even the obi a wono na kra me de obuoma no. Me de obuoma wo a na de obuoma me. So second value no your respect. My third value is integrity. Pepe yo no kredie. Menchia me no na mo ha me no sere den so edumra me hye mra ma wo a obesu. Me ka mra me adwuma ban mu. Man for my officer me say e di na tra be ati ha mra wa. Sa papa no nitimo odi ogana ne hu se udi mra so se utimo odi. Sebe do di mra so nitimo nya den. Se post ni chi no do court na nya se nitimo odi. So do court kwampa so a je se wabu mra so. Na Ghana ubu mra so na obetwa so e na ye nto aba biom e na sa sem no e ye sebe emo asuban. Onipa e bo wo no se utimi hye wo ho so na ye de sefata na tibi jimu se we mi na me yo ye na me je ho abodni ana hu sunsaso. You need to be responsible for the consequences of your life. Integrity, oh no, and innovation. Abribias, who said the Biana ought to be a metracas over. Me do sukoku shadie, na me de ababrewo. I innovate and I make sure I have new things to share with others. Therefore, these are the things that guide my life. What are your own values? Another day, if I Google now call laptop so now call phone so and call WhatsApp, you know, I loving you, WW. Type what are the best values for making a great life? What are the best values for making a purposeful life? What are the best values for creating success? On what type of ebe mobi Now they have values. When you be cram, but you have compassion, hard work, excellence, teamwork, resource oriented. Ni na your values. Efe pe baby define your strengths. We all made with a strength. I have a strength in communication. My word ni ejina kasa so. And ya misua nsem ka kasa ho ebetu nipa fo. Wa word ni wo he. Obi an word ni ya nwum to. Na metie papa bi e frɛ no em sɛ natarabasi. Sɛ otu nwum na komi mu. Ɛna metie ɛna na pɛyi metie akwa bi o sɛ e frɛ no Dave Mens. Menti ne dinda. Akwa na to nwum bi Grace bi sɛ kai nwum nie. Saa na me baba estapiesie obi na no a ɛda soronko. Saa so na me baba ɛyɛ Obapa Christi ɔno so bi na no a ɛda soronko. Obia wo de ade na mu a ɔyɛ ɛda soronko. Wo so de ne wo he. Your strengths, your passions, your gifts, your talents. Number 5, which areas would you need improvement? Note it down. Ɛdeɛ na ɛsɛ wo sua ka abrabo ho. Which areas would you want to improve? Do you have to improve on your relationship skills? You have to improve upon your communication skills? Yes. So there are areas of your life that you have to learn to improve upon. Your friend, knowledge upgrade. Baby, I come about one. Oh yeah, and koye. One between was chance that a better from echa abe and put a selfu. Won't me think uncle to selfu a cramoboa. This is what chance you know. Wabraba so ya abedua ya twa to fom ansa na wabraba beso ansafo no okwa abafa so atwa ehuta abenum na empo ansa na apie wahunu enti abrabo no sese hu bebia wo mena yowo na wosua de wosua mpani wotampani na ase me amete me won pani bebia ma sua ono kasa esua ono so ma me di bubra me boy ebi kura me hu onda he otwa John Hagee Pastor John Hagee o ma no ne onya madamfo ba me tie na bere biara Ofa obiti say Joel Austin, Ofa Joyce Meyer, Ofa Kefro Dollar, Ofa Empo Miles Moreau. When me yankrofo a meta tie na woni so na ban adware me. Wo hwa na wo tie no. Wo so ready a e ka atwo mia o ka atwa nyomfon. Obaba ya babofon. Wo so na wo hwe soap opera. Me ya ka ti kasa wontie. Na wa hwa na ade asa. Obaba ya nyoma ya ntia ase. Se wo hwe mfoni a ese unkran nyoma wodi wani hu nyoma e ko asom no ene wo ne enti nanda no bisan say dey na me de bu me bra na ayi the to sunsia you must have what we call adage and our personal philosophies and your friend is saying special quotes me one of my best quotes you are what you think and pe me say adwa me dwene me wo so pe quote bi na twere bo mu ka ase no adware no odamu again, no personal quote. Have your own personal quote. You can go to Google and type quotes. Now you there or there, the better come so. Ebini say, treat others as you want to be treated. You reap what you sow. Ebini say, life is a place for exchange. The other man and nawunya. There are various quotes you can follow. And to mature on your man siya, ubetin team life manuanum. How your true identity or your self-image, your purpose, your values, your strengths, areas of improvement, and your philosophies or quotes. Another day, Mami Nyao with one quote. Life is what you make it. Abraba wobuino, ejina woso. Oadie, ejina woni ukruso. Umaye die, ejina woni ukruso. Ebusuan koso na oman koso, ejina me no wonso. Se yensin kete anya de sefata ya anya de edimu ya anya odo kwan so a se ya na be kono a na di gyasu akonsresre amanone abi abrabo empare me se me sresre ni onyame bo me se me odini obo so odini mo me empa ka de ni abrabo nsombo e wurade ani aha na meja wo ana me kontem do eye adwumade wo machi etima me nkoe na me nkrao na me na Christopher cameraman ase na me nra sound room na me na osmosis ne nkrofo na me production team Thomas ena eja we be kampadu me damu nyina ase ene dey aha na meja wo ya me kan se enya fide ne free ha na badwumadwumade na ekoso woni wonyame entina
Yadani te kote gwase ni nkranhyensem a wode edi kan ma ye enwum to bai na yede nkranhyenso ama wode edu so no eye Adom TV Badwam kase ensem no ne todwa wo mu bi a wo betini ye bekọ akọhwe dambai pantu no breaki anase enye dwumanti no ama akwantufo wo mani etutu egu won so meno no nsem bi na no pay mede bro Adom TV Badwam kase wo share live on Facebook/Adom TV Extra Go TV channel no ya 119 DSTV ya 280 ko YouTube a wo search ya Adom TV tube wo benya ye ebre no bemu nso ansem ni nyina nso wo kwa adomonline.com a ni nyina nso wo benya faseda Emma Majoy Trish one more adaroma wo address me comment wo ko Instagram a Majoy Trish closet wo benya bi eni bebrea efe ahye medi afia amankwa tamaklu afia ni de mientie sede nsem ni kiremu etie technical Yenko dambai pantu ye no Krachi East mensi ni mu wo ti mantam no emu ababeto dwa sesa pantu no a efa nipa ene niema ekọ emiamia ahodo eye dambai Krachi ntwumuru mensi mu no akwantufo aka ensu agya efise ahyen no ana pantu no enye adwumayo how pa de ama wo Adom TV kase etwoso
Oba munum oba amra ondi yesu mba nsuo we su da bia ye na ho nti ye pepantu mienu ye nya miansa fra ye pe se da ebe ya ye benya ye nu aduane na ya twa ye nkwala umpo wa bedwe hwe se da ne mba ye de da nsuo ano kabadisa ye dufi esremu ye kotodwe from ye bre papa ye bre every 2 weeks ye si pantu asai ebi o ye pentama ko market pantu nti ye ba be free ha 12 o'clock and I do 1 o'clock and send a boat edi ye be cross boat no so mutu lodu ye boat o mutimi lodu ya ma pantu boat no mu abansuo ye ho atie ne ehudi ye be ye nti ye strong mo mboa ye ne asam ye mobo omunye pantu ene ye ba be beduru a 2 o'clock ama ho achi 2 o'clock ye ba beduru a hwe time e da so te ha hwe me ba ekom ye hu sika nyina asa me ba na da ho no ekom de no
and which Daniel Adipepra AJ Public Relations Officer ya wakasa Emma Voter Lake Transport Company edi chopa Emma one more etu kwanya abanesa wachere se asoye no yedi wetimi bia sebe ya obama position yi aye adwuma bi no manfo nso etimi akoba bia wokro
Special Prosecutor tena ye eye enhwehwemu afa dwumudie ne katase hye ho documentary join news for aye separate borders na wo hwe yen borders ahodwo no a hwehwemu a wo mo eye de beto dwaro na che dwumudie ne katase hye bi ekoso ho da no na special prosecutor afa to no ho so be yen hwehwemu ne nipa wo mu bia ne din bi wo mu no wona ehu bom mu no mra no anybody
Office of the Special Prosecutor ashese onfa unedited footage a documentary join news for year watu ne din porous borders emra na so ye sebe ye aketa hyekanka ne proyebia ekoso ewo customs division a ewo Ghana Revenue Authority ene hia wodo ewo my Ghana musuo no betimi ayemu nhwehwemu Office of the Special Prosecutor ene ye aban aso ye toso miensa wode wadwen elko sa esukodoyi eso porous borders esukodoyi echire kwatikwan ya custom adwumayefo bi efaso ejisika free dwadifo bi wo ewo oman Ghana hia wodo so ema wode enema eto ahyensodie bia emoso eba omayimu eba beto dwa no custom division ewo Ghana Revenue Authority kita onsabo so de toso edu asabako ochire se wate abedwoku bi a wo mu yesa keta hyekanka ne proyemu hwehwemu emrahye enso agia somu a Yusuf Suleiman ranking member ba waka trade and industry committee ho enso chese wo meye kamia ese yare pa na wo hwe keta hyekanka ne proye koso wo mayimu a enyade a eto betwa sanso ena producers a eyesa sukodoyi wato nsafre wo mu se won fa dansefo enka ho na emmoa manhwehwemu no enkoso
Frankatuni de mandisi amanyoko John Dramani Mahama se Ghana for one more entano echi na eniamapa won wontumi enye na wono so ehunu ne pefe se jame ya Adom 7 December so ye nsanchani ebesi bra edi kan krasa oba vice president na nyina no so eda na di pefe se nkunimdie ekwamu na ndisi amanyoko no enam sabe ya Ghana for asetremu ye die nso ebekoye.
By the grace of God, on 7th December 2024, history is going to be made in Ghana because the first time in our history a woman is going to become the vice president-elect of the Republic of Ghana. That woman is not going to be vice president only because she's a woman. She's going to be vice president because she is a very highly capable, qualified woman. She has made history before.
And wachi okade to aso say the running mate as he say one ne ko gina prema mpanyini dibre no NDC aban ye beba no obedi mu ntentemen pa ya na sede ene se obehwe se ma ne mofra abrabomu ebesesa.
It was during her time that all basic school children had all the 4 core textbooks. Today our school children don't have textbooks to read. It was during her time we started the E-Block Community Day Secondary Schools. So she is a person who is qualified in her own right, and I believe that she will make a good vice president. And she's going to set the example for all our girls. It means that in future, any of our girls can aspire to any of them.
Egusoye wandisi amanyoko no nsemu na wenu ya sawanse Badwam no eso bra wonma pa won campaign ho entoma wone wonma de hye ne Ghana fo ni tichu wa santemantem na won ni da kwan so ho munchemu aduasa enum de won benya wa afia Badwam e wa sante mantem.
NDC amanyoku ewo asomase Badwam peswa so ewo Asante Mantem apa won campaign hu entuma enomu na Tamale South Mashebedwani Honorable Haruna Idrisu edi wo manim epa eho ntuma ekire mu se emaburu ewo asomase no wo monto abanama Honorable Muntaka nenkasa yemu eno odi tudwa se John Dramani Mahama wotu frankama NDC amanyoku no eyenani swadi hunu se obeboa emabunu be empem ahasa ewo abefu no motimi agentitiye na aboa won dachi pa oni Adom kase ebonkomosi
young people, be assured that when Excellency John Dramani Mahama comes, he will work to address the growing unemployment in our country and provide opportunity for young people to have their jobs. One of the major flagship programs of Excellency John Dramani Mahama to address unemployment will be the introduction of what we call the digging entrepreneurs. He will train 300,000 Ghanaians, young people in IT skills, in collaboration with Microsoft, so that you contribute meaningful to the development of our country.
Enwachi na Swansea Mashebedwani Honorable Muntaka editu dwase afiwe Badwam no won be mo mani ada hopa titiru ewa Asante Mantem ha sede beya obia entimi enwia abanum
Aswansea ha adia obia nimi ense aha untimi wi aba ha sa na epesa afiwe Asante Mantem ha memmo obia entimi wi aba wo ene police station bia na de ya very simple utu wa aba wi a ebo 4 o'clock now I shall come boo now I shall keep fit at there now about police station yeah kind of omo kind of wenim omo we big six look round now we develop opportunity now ma population center
MPP amanyoko ye wa Asin Central Badwam pesua so se Asin Central NDC parliamentary candidates omra mepe achow ni tichu Asin Central for omepo on match officer waka sembi de afa wo mu ho anyame anim ni egu wo mu ho efin ya sansem no eni
and the whole central region Ghana ha no ye ba no pro no sem a Asin Central crime rate ye number 1 ye ba no dwemambo a Asin Central ye number 1 ye ba no fraud ye number 1 when ya enam ejuma ebini Asin Central hanti no ye mbabu no abrabo mo bo no enso eni
ye na ama NPP amanyoko no ayensemtwefo nhie mu a Asin Central NPP Communication Officer Bernard Ankama Dodona friend British lawyer Echra nipa wakwa akogina aprem Mashebedwam dibre ewo NDC amanyoko ni dimu wa Asin Central Badwam pesua so emetwe asem na waka no ensan sa anye sanso dia wonfa danse a echre se wonmo wo ba adwaman emetudwa
se uko kanse ase ha ye maye wo hayi adwamanfo a omo de di kan wo man nyina mu na memma nso mnantia nso wo ha nso akromfo a techira mo apa ache ba bia ni ho eto wo mo na eba ndadade ya ye ne di kan ya na no sa no ye be hwesa nka wa ye research bi se na bo nika no ana so wa ye pesepese mu bi a wonam gira bibi so a wode ka saa asɛm no ɛno nti no yɛbɛbisa Shabu miji ma sɛ rating agency ana sɛ research bɛn ɛna obi yɛ ya wohunu sɛ ase centralfoɔ yɛ na dwama yɛdi kan yɛ na korɔ no yɛdi kan yɛ na wuri yɛdi kan afei nso aba no fraud so yɛdi kan ɔma yɛhu saa asɛm korɔ no
ɛno akyi amanyɔkɔ yɛ titaafoɔ bi ne adom kaseɛ twetwe nkɔmmɔ a wɔkyerɛ w'adwen ɛwɔ asɛm yi ho
saa aberante ɔse ɛfa yi na ɔregister asefoɔ sie nkɔ dwamammɔ competition a yɛdi first award wɔn na gyebla ɛyɛ ano na wɔkɔɔ bi anaa ne maame kɔɔ bi ne nua kɔɔ bi ne yere kɔɔ bi
Penny Kwanchafo ya waya kofari by Time to Think Foundation ya Richard Kofi Akosa wodi adesre ena ema Ghana fo nyina se yema sumdue endi kan wo bibia ye yemo na yenyi kasantwie ne kasa mu oya ebo man efri yakwem tichi we ahoboa se yekoto aba December osomede to sonson
eko election afutuo a mede bema Ghana emabunu pa tichi ene se moma ye nwene wachina ho esan say ebre bia opaw a obepaw ne no ewo wachina sunsunsanso enu ti bre a wode paw no eye bre a ye de dwene sanso na bre a wode dwene no wode bepaw bibi esan say se wanwene opaw a obepaw hu ya opaw bia obepaw ne no ebenya wachina sunsunsanso
Penny ohwe abato ntoto yeso wa abato komisan Benjamin Bano bio enso ede tudwa se abato komisan no aye krado pa se afi abato ayebaso no emu beda ho na ye fan ya esisi bia ememu enuchi omode nhye yegu akwan mu pa se omo ebegina ho ama manyuko nyina ne mum enkoba se akwadi nipa ba akwa afa
Electoral Commission as an election management body ye bota esi enisu ne se ye bedi nhye pa begu akwan mu na batu ebeto no ebeye stronko na yebenya nsusunya panso aba abatu no ni senti ye nhihye bibre begu akwan mu ya make sure there's a level playing field ya make sure the results are be declared no ebe a true reflection of the desire of the people who voted sadi ebitima ma basabasa si wa abatu nso obi fi se yesisi no na enso nhihye de aba no nya de obi betima sisi obi
Adom TV Badwam kase na oguso ehwe no yemfra manyonse mu konsem foforo mu na ne Credit More Limited ede nhihye bi aba wode ebeboa ose Ascend Smartphone Financing Program sabe ya Ghana fo nyina nso eye Android smartphones no omo ebetumi enya bie na woba na de wuhia ne se ukura o Ghana card na ye de aba obosia bosumi nsia ere watwa kakra krasa bosumi nsia omo ye we sebe ya Ghana fo nso ho bahin ha won Adom TV kase etwaso
said ye be ya smartphone baby bia wo my Ghana emo obi abetumi anya bi ede de dwuma ne ntino Credit More Limited apa wo mu Ascend Smartphone Financing ho entoma na bota ye nyina ene se Ghana de hye bia ensa betumi aka phone na otwa ne kakra ya enya de se ebre anasa ho kire kura ewom na Adom kase ye ne managing director Emma Credit More Limited Gerard Tamte etwetwe nkomo no wo kire mu se initiative ya wode abai eni se obegina katwe fi controller and accountant general nko anchen ansa na safu ni nsa kabinemu no baby bia wo ye adwuma bia no se bana se wo hia phone a obetuma babo na so ye so mama beji bi nan kakra watwa ya de hia ne se obewo Ghana card
odati adia akwenya ye dia aba ema Ghana fo nyina omo Ghana card ene mobile money account se ometimi abeje phone bia omope na ometua ne kakra nti kakra ne ye kire ne se obetimi atua no bosome insia 6 months nti no oba obetua 10% tua sa down payment no ya de aka no obetimi atua no on a daily basis debia obetimi atua be 8 Ghana cedis and 10 Ghana cedis and 15 Ghana cedis depending on phone now fire no na in 6 months utua we phone na be odia smartphone na ye dia be die unya benjuma kra na Ghana card ni mobile money account utime ba na obejibi na utua ne kakranka
wa mananso wa oto aso we kire se obi bia be na adwen se bia phone ne nsaka obetumi asisi mpanyimfo anase adwumayeko no wonto na adwen mu sanse odan se suban ne dia enche kra no sa phone no ebe kura wa wontumi fanya hwe anso wa wasaka de kan ho se opesa phone si bi e kira kwan a obetumi akomo nkura bata wo my Ghana nyina mu anase obetumi akwa abefo so www.creditmore.com.gh na onyo medin sa wo so a won sabetumi akasa phone ye bi
se wantua o phone ka o phone ebeloki untimi nya call untimi nya WhatsApp message untimi send WhatsApp message o communication any wadwuma wo ye nyina enye adwuma betimi enhuyen wo head office e wa Accra Rage opposite Zenith Bank headquarters and I say Okokumasi nso your big office wo Asokwa na akota Malenso a your Nat Hall nchen ho your big office wo
so for penny ya wada Crossroads Community Church Hacho branch ye kwabnada kwa amano ode to Christopher nyina ne Ghana ni obi ni meme enye pesemi nkuminya ne entre ye nsem nso ema foforo ya wono mu ehia bi
na zenka oman ni nyina yete asesa kenye ni se nipa kakra bi ena sika kese na call mu nchen se bi numa nya omo ho amana bruso baby krama dakra ampo echen baby a onipa da enso kenye sa na nyame hyehye no nyame nim se ensatia anye pe ye nyina ye nya ne pe nti osemo amanyama na bruso no ne abros no mfa nkobua ahiafo se na ba in the end obi anakom
enwachi wo fasa kwanya no sonso edito asofo anim se oma wani enku twerosem no ho pa na won kyere de wo ba abro mu se beye a omanfo nso ebeti ase
Bible no Paul can say ebinum preach gospel for fro eno no enye Yesu gospel odi asomayen asempa papa na ni se jinyamidi ji Yesu di nyankwa na tena nimu na bo ahiafo enti asam foforo bi abekasa wo de sisa no mani na bobo no enya asempa efi
yet was so dia na ya call London abrochimemo na nyani kohwa dia asante amamre ne amane yese de esu ewo ho asante hene edi ne mfinhie aduonum no akodi bi ewo ho nso ene akwaside ne ne wahwe ne koso
asante hino tumfo se tutu akwakodi na mfinhie toso aduonum ewo London abrochimemu na etetere ne ntini ene kotwahie mu ewo ho no mu amanyofo nso ekoje ho eboso dwumadie ekyira asante amamre eda ne mapi edi ema amanonefo nso ehunu dwumadie na se kane mampanyi John Ajukunkofo Ghana High Commissioner awo UK papa uso ankoma ene ni padom ene ba bia oswafa wono ene hye ahensem ene suma hodo so samoa boaten ekyire emfaso a oman bia enya efiri ahemfo eho
Adonunum 25 ohiri amasantemai apejaye ma opemso de ledo ahobrase sene osi ejinipa ebua some ye hihire oman education fund oye abua Ghana for the santefo ko Ghana for ona bibiri ye bi ewu osabua se oman no mpuntuo hihire mekai omampani kufo mreso kopedi bi wo bank kra ne ho kire ya ba ohene ho ohene de telephone call ba ko pe na ye saka de hwehwe ba abato mu nsem de tino wase ohene frɛ ma ye dupiti ma amanyehye mu ma etiase ba
Mianyira no so na Adom TV Badwam kase na hana brema kwan na no pay ye de siase da ne yodia omre no wada agenti Mr. Otwen yenche de bonkrata any online stories no wada ma beka yen samye fanto asoma ye basisia ye me Adom TV Badwam dwumadie no na wo hye no nim say by this side we are resting enough and a Tuesday na nya dwada sorry ke kan ho na kwa adwuma eno a oje wo home nti ye no ni excuse bia I would be you one no na me say na me no and no kwaduma with more of them then you may hear no so no own self yem akwa ba bi Adom TV ticho no wa fe na ode afidie no atoha yem akwa ba pa dwumadie no ya hyase dada nyom to di kan ni te kote gudi nkranhye no braye ene e ko news no so ya wi a ya saya ba de de bonkrata ne ka ye de to so ne online de mene Ura Benjamin Asante Dakon aka Seben aka DJ Dekra. Hello, me Mwakaba. DJ Chris. Oh, Hitman. DJ Hitman. Only hey. Former PE teacher. And now you're English and English. But only PE teacher.
Any district national service.
Now ye PE teacher. Tina mo ye dem kura no PE na.
You be me dey ask obi say me fo e kesi dey na me
da. O dey bia obi na dey say na say na.
O dey enya asem hwe.
Oh, dey.
Asie no kan o dey enya asem hwe.
O dey ye na o.
Oni ba ko no we no e dey wi ase obi dey wa. Hey. Sa go fotu no mti ejiro no. Omo ye mafia killers. Me che obi na me anim the holiday no. Na mu se Ghana ye chile ankasa. Coffee fans lezu kakra ru amu kofa eye adan ne pram. Eja ye chile. Omo de jet ski jet ni omo speedboat no. Me team nyina na bibia e mu bia yira ba na me se bekobi.
Wait me akwotinem.
Ndia akomi ni pedie ni no. Me ntina so bi. Ghana omo ji omo ni o.
Nyame adom.
Ayayaya. Na ohwe pram pa ohwe ankura dan ene bia ahodo ediji awoho na ohwa dan ankura dan ene bia ahodo ediji awoho yeah men can zulu crowd and enjoy they say it's an experience an adventurous one and there o koro ju ene ba minua kise chen bibia two things invest in your health now for jiweni. It was supposed to stay. Oh yeah, you must invest in your health. And then my bet mama wa pomu dinner to me di mo wie pay because now twimu nyina no minim de emi nua ba afia man kwata maklodi bre ba mi hu yanka de na twimu ye na de adwuma. Mi hu yanka. Enya kasapa papa ba kokora. Iti dane no emma mi hu yanka bi amba. Hey, makai jiwani 88, jiwani 89. It mean jiwani. Hey, that time now crown. Oh, whosa, na whosa. I'm pretty dear no. If you have a quadrant,
Pacho.
Oh, jiwani 88 now.
And I'm saying Pacho.
Oh, now what's happening? Yeah, come more so now.
They say me watching.
Now I hear saying that time young Joe ebo tundum chakido chakido now when ya ka se jo uje after so for kwatwe me nipa bro
na me wo ho
dum oni ho ko so for kwatwe me ma chi obi adem peso ka se me hu yanka weekend e na ewo mi ye free ho e ma bibia nto ma yes me hu ya anka ti sa me hu ya anka spirit no nyame man pare na otwe a very important Debbie iti yangere ya hu bia because pedo na no we have the opportunity to be who we are ye na yeta jeja ya na afia kofa as for their brain if you man kwa be phone lines na 20 part of our headlines by
0302211701 702 703 704 0302211701 702 703 704 Faudi and Brawasa yes you can ye de wa
ti na otwimu nyina so tumi bia ono no yesi kasam kakra na ye pese ye de kwani mu abrabomu no all monitor no ohwiti gu no erade enane nkosa nipa odwene saa no so to obi a ono no so usikasem betimi agina no de ono de opekwan bia so usikasem ntimi nyina obi a o chichiri bia no ono de osane no erade masa nipa no ohun se onye obi a ye ni abre na otwe o timi hu yanka pa de debi afia the headlines say bro fiaman kwadi ka kapom de wonsem agokansi ho asem a wosepe ho asem waka kire se ni asemidi ka beba waka kire se pensem mo waka kire se wonso ye soronko kra ende waka kire se nyame do sa city ye do no
abodi abaso
abodi en ne nkwai
abodi ye mo ache mo akwa abade oba bedwom so
ya me de afia
ya da se
meji mo so pa na mo so mo te sei
oh nyame adom ne do hu ye mo
ya ko pa se and I'm fresh na mo fa
oh kafra intine na o ye first calling
ya me shara par ma gel makatman sana biaba efia de me se Ghana fo nyina ra be dim ko tuju pa gu fom ammo bibiara abatwe betuon efia ye kanisa I am shisha de pa o na hu so nipa Nancy, me call that, the crum or that. But any be friend, me say, many scanaka, many campaign, I come for ever to be like a opposition. Young come from Adintia. Now, because I didn't know what Chebby. Obi abakubu tima. Yes, a benny woman. Yes, she, papa, my person can't be brave. Yes, she need more pay. Let me be a yassum V.
Yeah, that's it, papa.
What's one a friend?
What's will be?
That was my okay. May Ghana for today. Obi afro se kutisa na mo no just any pastor on kosakeke. You need to expose them. If you go ya nyasa, they be there be you say, obi say, you say, you bon pay you. But nipa boni fund the own free asase so de o. Kopem say we as people na we ye. Junior daji hu say nipa boni fund bia. Ese say o report to.
Yanko na na boni ho. Adaroma. Na no pay mu ache mu akwaba.
Yo, na me so me jo so.
Yeah, that's it. Na yenti o.
Yo. Ano pay there me so me kakra me ka ne say me da woni mama hene asante asipa fi say sometimes me so ya no pa e na ase ma boto kakra na so mo kran hye sem ne mo jokes ne areti chen sem ma mo di be hye no e ma me sunsun san kenyan no nti na no pe bia no me sore a me tizi ne de ahia ne da no ma hin chaki do sky horse ne ade na o ke ka me chese.
That's it. Oh,
I think Papa wa family say Bobo Kala no pay. Check it do. That time na adaje ni ho na bo de mo no mo se sa ni mo fom. Hwe. That time no mo so. Ko akisimi.
Akisimi was say we be kwa no pay mu ache mu akwaba.
Very sister fi abajo so.
Yeah, that's it. Yenti headline.
Woni wa pakwa brother mo bad me dia ji o ma hene. Oh, so asa kuma ti esi so. Sister fi ma mentia honorable Kofi Bente NDC parliamentary candidate wo so hwe so maburu mo nkokora obi ate Kofi. Sister fi na 3 days Sunday no na yewura vice president Mahmoud Baumi anayere oba ti be kwa be bodwa be hia manfo kasa ya na message be kwa afo ye dikan ya aju nyina ye say ekoma di ya ho kire wo mo ti be kwa no yesra seriba Baumi ayere say de be ka ye nyina ye say okoya de tugu ye it's gonna for nyina ti be kwa for nyina include me kiss me ye say John Mahama ni NDC e de ochon mo kiss me ni makra.
That's it pa kwa no bia ma yenti.
Okay, so Daily Graphic near the share say in Chroma Not So Nations founder we so man we dey. Ya wadaji o. Eno ma hu hia nko an. Ye hospital, ye suku, ya kasi abrabo, ya kwan, ye ndidi sa nkomo. Na ma hu hia nko an. Na mama so aba, no so abeka, na we na be ade emfa bread and butter bread Ghana for na ye di nkomo. So sometimes I don't want to even talk about this. A draining energy, and you're positive. A draining a lot of energy. I don't know why our leaders want to just waste more energy and time on some of these things. Emfa kan ko bia mbre Ghana. I don't get it. Uber resist you on your show founder Ghana for bre. Solve the problem. That's the most important thing. Rewriting history and all those things. No, Your Excellency John Dramani Mahama, for our policies, don't waste more energy on this. Nanado, we don't need this. In Kroma, the obey na de ko. Whether out here see until wa we there na o ya me yakwenim. Ene ya. Unso abakosem beba. We be ka say free SHS no kwa no. Enya wo na wo de buy. Ya gibrin say no because ye nim hihye say da odada. Yankuyenim. So no pay nurse for pay juma ye o ma wie su go munye bibinye. Eni pa ni abre. Enu am da wa fun 12 midnight kan ya ko. Ya da na mu yes ano. Yes ano pa mo me anwene hu. Go yes abe di awia so asa akoto aba. Mo me anu nyina makaka nse makase. Unfortunately for us, mu ba ko na be ba be kan before. Anye ba omi a His Excellency the former president. Ti mo me feel comfortable and safe around Mukakra. Road to election 2024. Experts write off minority parties. And the one must say, "Dom kuma na kuya don come carry dia say me go kebi." Obiaba na. Stakeholders call for more housing first. Ya bre. Ebia housing first, sustainable housing, affordable housing. Ya anamontu pa de. Kiti bi ne atuni e boy won safo hene. Both parties. Women heads of electoral bodies must consolidate democracy. Jane Mensah, EC chairperson, also Ordinance Sematuke. Daily Guide anima. MPP launches manifesto August 18. Manifesto launch in the war. Is it Takradi or I think this I have done my best. You can do more. Be a teacher, there's more room for improvement. Bien yet, Oman Pain bien, you are better now. One year Fuku, and you're no crack. And you're no crack. So now you've done your best. But you could have done better. Better. Cabot Mama Toya Juma. Cabot Mama acquired to do one insurance form. Cabot Mama Juma. Cabot Mama DC for a machine here by a bantam. We will have constant electricity supply. I don't know why today you people are just pushing me to talk. Now the money I'm share. And me catch or say constant electricity supply, then I shrink that too. Mike Okoye Jr. assessed 570 WASI students. That's it. That's Mike Okoye Jr. And gold exports to hit $10 billion by end of 2024. When you know, Ghana, sa adia, ye de call raw materials, ye de call intimate processing, ye timber, ye gold, ye diamond, ye bauxite, ye tam na in the raw state na, ye nyam for so be as how. Aban call intimate establishing some of these things are. Ebe ma de bi ebe fa ye koko ne be hunya on faso na ye de akọ ne akọ bibia utam roasted na utam roasted na gold utam roasted and the Switzerland for ye gold on the adwuma honum no e Swiss watch Ghana gold the timpan for na sra mo tackle some of these issues in my mabulu no
amena so papa
that's ya na the baby am dem ko find the raw food o asa akoko aso kwan no kikira.
Fi ono aboda o mama ti say so wo ye firi ba bia be bio. To ono aboda o ma ye ma ye say ya drip ya be de mama ne drip e wo akoko so afidi ase akoko aso kwan no. Na se be ya me kwa akodi me na fi hia da no kwan be smooth. They say one e wo ho nsu igugu yi ntime nko.
Akoko aso di.
Akoko aso na me. Nti entwa so. Mo ma ye wa drip no so maka kire mo. Achimota from circle. Overhead no. First overhead from Apenkwa. Ehono de minim de o enye kura.
Ghana for contractors so baby we show tire. Ehono mbe ya minima de ko.
Say ehono na mi hunu de ehye ho. Ye de bi etutu kwan no mu so etutu dodo. Nti o boba akuma like unya ba akuma fa obebo ba etan mu atego. Yesre mu. Taifa kwan so straight one be no mu yetu no so sa buy one get two free. Oh, why you care for that be the job tom kra.
Buy one get two free there.
Yeah, so what nyina
okoba nyina be say.
Drip na de esra mu.
Mon drip system.
Mon drip na no
drip system.
We dey che memma mo dripping bebre.
Mon drip system.
Ha dwen. We dey madawo ma mo ba mo nyeri nyina ma ye. Mo ye so mo ma nya papa. The Biana boys in Aquamu did 1 city because of patchy. And also I got a 1 year old.
Therefore, dear,
right, Madaroma, Momoye, into Pabna. I
may fancy
that. Out here said it.
Well, is a madam to me.
Oh, steady.
I am do. I didn't move to the Fiabacajo. If you can see any bassa, some quite any judge. Yes, I will feel it or to the concert. I'll say, Papa. Also to be.
Eti na mama fa se da ma Joy Trish o madaroma o ma dress me kama pa ma o ma hu ye otimu se.
No mo he.
O be fa me ho ka. O mo wo Ashale Boche.
Okay.
Na wo ko Instagram so ma Joy Trish closet o mo ho. So be dress so. Yeah. Kama fe. E bo no mu so ye. Ti enko ho. Ye ko iri agudie mo nsam Eric Siedu bo edition no so. Ne ma me ayi no 16th me yadoma obatan power jana maho me kwa crown ti baby awo bia mo wafem o se do say na pressure na no den ono so na ya abakan ti o kakra ebetumi asoro mu ye na watumi agina crown na kama fefefe edu ho a bekan ho yenkoje enua no na ode agudie mu nsem ne beba na fe waist pain sisi ne yo ya me se me am treat topic na me wi na me sisi
enya adwuma ketewa
enya bete nti yenhwe ehun komo na wotwi mu tie ne ye na de ekoso no watu ho na mo akọ hospital na fe mamboatman so beba ahosepe ne nkomo bi nso oho kwasi beba de asemidi kan beba na ono aboatenam dem pensem mo na ma. Sa na dwumadi ne tie ene dwumadi nkai wa Adom TV. Koso a hwe podcast o me see bibia akọ a ubenya wo log kwa adomonline.com so ansem ni nyina nso ya kyerọ e de go se de hu e wa ha no e da se.
Right. Fantastic morning. Abuzia ya mwache mwakwa abemra so se edi agudi mu nsem bre wo Badwam so na package wana kasa ne yare kasa edu body na ya ba ne sa na bet power de sia konkona ya de bre be sha say the Olympic Games kopie mu enra na ya hwe say African brothers Egypt and Morocco bet me qualify for the final and so that be am fa mu ina lose your Spain Timia, Morocco and Egypt, and so Luzu. And they say final, no, but back on Friday, France versus Spain. Now Africa for me, you know, at the share already about the bronze, and we Egypt versus Morocco. Now copy more man for semi-final. And USA and Germany, bebo now face Brazil and Spain, and so the ball and knee and take a chance. So you copy more poll votes. Then write the story by chairman the Ekokoyi. Ababaye to form one but another day different branch of Sweden friend Mondo Duplantis one on that retaining Olympic title no anya sam keto akra na no den emu ye din bia na so a kire se one one Nikita gold no wasan gina de kopie mo wo povot mo na chese otim say yes and one den pa we Ghana ni na hwe ni say na ya ofe me boa ofe but yen ye pretend say yes sports yen ye bi okrom ha Yapani for no pretending said almost support sports no yen sport support to be. Tia no more yen say hwenye wow sa ne enku yen nemfa yen gibi. E sa entimi bi da. Just a near master okrumu yapani for so nyoma dwe so msesa ne ma bi anti. Ye be kwa ba ne akori ne abasa ye be kori ne abasa ya e normal rien de e say ne emo judge so aha tie kopie mu e wo 5000 meters a man de no ye koso. O hwe medal table no USA for abejade na boso a na o master tifia se o sa ama abeja boso. Interesting China Japan ne mo makaina so go so to aso ahwese ne ma betimi afade amom ye go so enwe bi jijom gold swimming mu ene hwan sakran mu ma obi agigi bi ne ade a ti ye hwese 4x100 eno na ye Ghana ye vema de call Olympic Games we say 4x100 no e betumi afa na enfio ne kopie mu wo the Ghana Football Association racket yes kraku na president no den sama tudwa se wogidi se fi se obabetena adwai so no Ghana football konkan pa enka chiri da afana tuma pafra se ne no ye to aso sa ene ma be
that the Ghanaian game was on the low before 2019 fast forward 2019 2020 and now I think that we've made big inroads, bringing all our competitions back, bringing the desire and the passion of the people back. All our national teams are now competitive. We've gone ahead to also introduce more youth competitions, more youth national teams. If you remember, we were back at the World Cup in Qatar after we lost out in 2018. Our Black Queens, the female national team, are back in AFCON after being away for a while. Our youth national teams are also on the rise again. All our domestic competitions back on track and timely. So I think that the outlook looks very good. What we have to do now going forward is to harness the potential and the positives that has come out of what we have done and to make sure that we continue to improve on the work we are doing. But at the moment, I'll say that we are on the rise again. I think first of all, I'll say thank you to FIFA. Thanks to FIFA for the support via various schemes, whether through the Forward program or the many other interventions that FIFA has introduced. I think that working with the office in Senegal, with Gilson and with Solomon and the team, we are very clear on the supportive and need areas. I think that my association has been very proactive in making sure that we continuously engage, and I think that these levels of engagement, when it's pushed a notch higher, will even bring...
Right, Mr. Ketz, E.S. Okreku, President, Ghana Football Association. I am feeling a copy of the Black Princesses of Ghana. Very soon, I'm going to see Ghana now more the World Cup. na World Cup on ase no Princess Yahu sisi pa Kojusi Basigi and then maba wale Hazakes ladies at the friendly game pim so ball Hazakes for Kanaya woman to me anti Yusuf say we a preparatory match back kwa be bom ye pa no more team akoti o man any more qualification from the group is still on course and no money swadi hununtia omo echo World Cup yase.
It gives me fair idea of how to strengthen the weaknesses and how to also augment certain positions or areas or the roles that I'm giving to the players. It gives me fair idea of how the roles are played in terms of the tactical advice that I give to the players. So I think that it is really going to help us a lot. We wouldn't say that we are set, and looking at the squad that played, there were some few other players that are supposed to be in the starting lineup per the team that I had wanted to present. But due to illness, they could not be in the starting lineup. So I would say that everything is on course. We are one family. So I think that they feel at home. They feel that all is well with us because they confide in us a lot in terms of their problems, their difficulties and all that. So I think that they are very excited, and we are also cooperating with each other in terms of the technical discussions. Right. And
Coach Yusuf Basigi, but on coach the Black Princesses from the 31st. Basso and then by World Cup and BCA and a 20 Women's World Cup. Now, if you copy more Metema Kumasa Sante Kotoko, one more catching. Head coach Prosper Neteogum or then some Tuja, or so my mass clear out. Almost inside players bear 12 for quarter 10 crania there and Prosper. Then some Tuja say signing so my so far no. Who say Koye pa no rest very reflected. Our seasoner Yababe Simonimo.
Yes, technically they are very good. They are able to exhibit the basics in the game, the basic and the advanced technical characteristics of the positions that they play. They are comfortable on the ball. They are fast. They are strong on the ball, and you can see that they are very, very confident as individual players and as a group. So. I'm happy I tracked them and then I've been able to get them. I think they are going to give us a new face with respect to our performance. So I'm happy we've gotten them. What they want is what we have brought to their doorsteps. If you look at some of the individual players, they are players that I think they themselves as supporters were having them in mind. Thinking, hoping and praying that the coach will also be able to identify them. And fortunately, I think our thoughts and their thoughts also met, and we'll be able to bring these players on board. If you look at a player like Emmanuel Entry, he's one of the favorites of the fans. So when they come to the training ground, anything he does with the ball, even if he makes an error, they see it to be normal. And it's a clear indication that the players and the supporters are all at the same page. And what actually it is communicating to me is that the supporters have some confidence in the players, and the players also have confidence in the supporters. If you look at the way they trooped to the training grounds yesterday and today, I don't think in recent times we've been seeing this. It's something that we've seen, I think, for some years back. But
a very long time.
Yeah, I think my first coming to it was something similar. But for now, I think the numbers are so huge that I'm even amazed. So it's good.
Spanete Ogum, I head coach the Master de Korokoran Kopimo, wa shedu ketakena na makrao to folk. Wamos wa kache he omogo so sensan bia kama ne ade a one player oba be pimo ye defender Samuel Amofa de tudwa say when him say as of folk ba pressure wom but oba yere ne ho ade obetumi bia na sika as 40 beto no onya so mfa so
Udi BBC when so send you tibia, you're going to make it and you don't give up. Into the mekachre and Trimani, the mekachre minianum yinani say, my abomu muda. Let's keep working hard, let's keep praying, let's keep believing God. You are to be disciplined tactically and everything. Our pitch so and off the pitch no when I will set example ama omo ba as footballers any community nina because a predominant number of people in a show on and off the pitch. Enti the ubeye bia na we say example ma obi bia se na be ya betimi de team no so atimi akọ akiri. Omonfo mo support ni nyina metai echi na yentimi mpagya akra sofo franka no ndru wiase afa na nyina na obi ahu se phobia na yenim no eda so tiase.
Right, Amofa Samuel, one of your defender, the heart of foot. Not in some to a grassano. I was a beginner, so I don't pay. Yet in some no see Yana Tosso, there's a fantastic hotel in Badwam de Brewo, our Belgium, Ago Kensi. So, Sergio Manucho, Bernard Paddy, Buchemi producers. Kejuan Cassani, Erica Sidu Body, near the Apomodium, some net to Aswama, Kosoan Belgium.
Yamwakwa Benenso, Adom TV Health Tips, so our Belgium, said the Akachron and Ra, ye share your common as a waist pain, and as see a dear. Sisi ya utie de do kan ye no a na nye wodie bia as also re ada bi nti ho koma na ye die e ma no nye wo se mere ne nkokora nko a waka age no so e de a kire na ye to aso tie bia wo ye e de kan a wo hwe ya wiki mu nyina nkomo e ye sisi ya waist pains e ho komo endpoint homeopathic clinic na daroma na ye dwumadi bro Mr. Konani ni sawoso sebeya ebeno me no so beso yasene bibia na yenya doctor 40 so ene won adin komo midin de afia amankwa tamaklo Dr. Duboaten ewa ha organize mo akwaba ye da se enu a ubo ni nyina to fa kire yenhwe courses le we na wo ka sisi yade ya na ze nye ye wo pain bi pa
in fact excruciating e bi sisi yade ye no obi wa ne sisi no enya ne yakeke o obi de ne tutu nse kuru ekuro enti obi timi ba hospital se me feleza misisi no ekuro pa ne wom
okay
obi so timi ba was misisi ne shemete se eja anamako obi so timi ba was ne sisi ne de ewo no sade yampane ye enti obi kura bebre no adwetiru se bebre no omo fi se spiritual because sade ne sisi no esika wo no otu nan na aka wo no otu nan na aka wo no ni nyina no eye sisiyade enoma said obia ne said sisiyade no eye nefa na ne courses no mefa ne mienu mefa de your medical side itimi de sisiyade ba ene your lifestyle any activities bi ye ya eme sisi eye ya ma mention ase with activities no ene ne ade a ne ba bebre ene nkora ko school a akora wo class 1 class 2 kan se akora no ko ye Cambridge kora de ya na books wa in fact books wa akora no ehye ne bag na duane wom ne nsu obanum wom ne books wom eno ma ya pack egu bag nim nya senketwa enti akora ketwa na otesa no ne spinal cord no in developing way enti wo school oba anopa wo kwa bag bonachi awia oba bag bonachi load no ewo no na akora na esei ne spine no ebetuma ye na bia ni waist side no because of fagu or the bag ne bo na chisa no a wait ni na begina akora no ni sisi bedum na bia akwa kete na wa sha say mami mi sisi enti ade ba akọ ye lifestyle ni bia ye nim say e cause waist pains ye saade no another lifestyle woman say obi ha ana habit bia wa ye mfanya asem obi ha wo twika na ka bi abebọ ne ka na chi pan oh no asori ohwenachi moja bi ama ohwena ka no ka na nse ya o pa onko hospital nko check se ka ne be bo na chi ne the impact the tension aba na chi no ebetimanya impact bi wo ha da bi and take that time no it me di be 2-3 years na afia kanipa na de na to fo eti accident ne nya ka nko a obu ha wonam ebi a wonam wa wo fie taas so na ebi ensogu baabi na wo be hu anse wo firi so no be from prim
Free shrokura like o sleep kura.
What sleep? What be ho? Oto abepem ho. Tension na ho no, etimi spine no, etimi say no. Lumbar side no etimi say no. In the long run the one pen one samanka, na bebre no ano, ohwe na moja bia ma moja bia ba se da bi. Ehon yem akra was o fa ointment no fa twitwi. O ye okay. Wan check it. Tebia na there is ebia na tension no ama gabu bi abeda wo spine ni mu wan hunu sa de yen. A long round no wo se ne no akofa sa ohawo no aba. In fact say the city no courses ne doso. Enti in fact watchna ye besa so kura no ahwe some of the courses na ebia me sure say betimi awie course and no ma de waste space iba no e doso bebre a watchna e beto azo na mom wo sisi ade obi usisi no wo de na ka watofom wo de no da mpa so a wontimi nsole wo de no wontimi kura nante wo de no ama wache a for number yi so anayade bi ha obia for number 0244 endpoint number no 0244 86 7068 endpoint wo ba bia Kumasi Takoradi Accra Tema Takoradi Nzama nyina benya endpoint wo 0244 86 7068 yada tifu ase
yes yada Dr. Dubuatin ase me sure so wani je nkomo no ho okran yankopon ya adoma kan ye ho 5 minutes ye nchekura na ese no awie endpoint homeopathic clinic adaroma ene ye de bro nkwamo den e wo ho a okena ye be se hia
also for the Fantidol president for the Brothers and Sisters Association and I pay live from Cafe Bar Noir. It's not so hard is an in the mobile biara no. Or as my favorite personality in the bro. Na yat na say na yatwitwin komo na yawe na no do so charity kakra. Na sorting it there. And I pay about something entirely different. Na musician abaya na me say obi o twasene. Sinitwa for actors na actresses na ba. Na in there no but a fashion designer bay, mommy, David Snassi. Entertainment home command you good no. Now, sorting there. Me guess to know. Say, yes, a juma or your chrome hadia. Onye entertainers no one ye juma ye papa. Say, yes, or ye music a jumana. No mpono acting a jumana. One of the things I was marketing papa costuming as I wash share in Azano. Na da menyama no so no ye wo bi ma wo ye da medjuma no was a boa entertainment edjuma no nti no nda no ho na ye twa ye nanwa akwa akohwe nti no me guess am wo no hade no na ye wo krom hade an ye hu de obi is the African fabric or the ye jacket azi ye kama pa o wan chare na ye hu de gofu bebre was on hajima wo nya wo ye wonza na nedjuma na ngu mpono why you different things are. Me you can say why be a trend or chrome hadi. And I say if a fashion designer, you cannot be a fashion designer, you will be able to now or set a trend or two more steady out and them color scene or what do into them color scene may use. And there me pandemic change most my ya share damazi me pade share the day no wa start no be as nature into no say mo share be guess na to mark do fashion designer papa na brand no so waji zini ye papa e wo krom ha dey obiara inyim brand no bello couture aha chemike na say enyo ono na menya no ha ni tina kasa e Bennett esiama. And I pay good morning.
Good morning, my dear.
I had is in entertainment to come up and he is but and then no, you have to because seeing him there urban costuming of young celebrities bebre or from hade at there or charme kwame music videos na as a crown minim there style binum na into no and then no you bezum komo papa into no. Good morning, Bio.
Good morning.
Which is that the pay who papa? The beer days. Okay. Cafe ban one year. Actually, my high ufi.
Yeah, I think most of the time Thursdays and Fridays.
It's around that.
Yeah, me what is
I see.
Yeah, so I see.
Bello couture.
Yes, yeah.
Na, but yen share. Pedeka was some cacrature. He funny nyini wo.
Sure. So me di like you said, Bennett Kwame Siama. Yeah. Me knew areas we brave because I mean growing up, me say. Me and a few of our own, so we moved from one area to the other.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, me knew Fadama, Kaka, me knew Nyameche Kaka, Eco School, so Fadama.
Okay.
Maybe we call Nifan Secondary School, Eastern Region.
We
am best started my career, which was the science field. No.
Okay.
So officially, I'm a medical lab scientist, and I'm a unicorn fashion.
Hey.
It's a new topic for another day.
There be lab follow. We lose one when you pack because lab technician.
Yeah.
No,
I did my BMS service work, corporate for 3 good years.
Hey.
Yeah.
This is serious.
Me resigning and I'm
you mean you want to know echo
fashion? But won't say. Sometimes when we are passionate about being a driver, it pushes you to do something else. And at the end of the day, so now, around the same time now, it may be very difficult for me then extended family because you see I'm a worry, so me my papa back then. So it may be very difficult, henceforth no. Now, as the firstborn, I had to step in to do something else besides
the lab.
Because
lab necessary.
Yes. Oh, that's coming. Owners of the lab and they were making a law.
Okay.
But we, the workers, need I mean, I had to weigh both and see what. Not me person in both beginning, you know. But me share, you know, this will be mine. Even though na me nim, they be pay from my mommy. But this 2 year monthly and it wasn't really helping. And you'll be there. Okay. So why don't I put that one aside? Now me starting me there and
I see.
By His grace, this
see a fashion school.
Fashion school.
No, so
mine is natural. So how it started now? How it started? Very funny. There's a guy in my former church called Daniel. So Daniel Humia, I said, they be our chari looking very different. And what happened was, I always want to come up with me picking inspiration from the Mehuno. Now I capitalize on it and I made the account. Then I do anything. Me yakra who say the inspiration came from shirt here, Papa we share. So my catcher say that's where the inspiration came from. So that's how it started.
Okay.
Because no. I did everything on YouTube. Okay. My fashion school, my BPR. So say initially I was telling you, say YouTube is one of the most powerful platforms. But people are not capitalizing on it. I did majority from YouTube. I do your workers, Bibria. I don't even remember the last time Netina machine.
Okay, it's maybe who designs no a bomber.
Yes, no bomber jacket.
Okay.
We released the hood in the first.
Okay.
Which was one of the biggest. And no academic international.
Okay.
The hood, you know, and I'm releasing the bomber jacket. So bomber jacket in your 2 forms. There's the normal bomber jacket and there's the brimpon bomber jacket.
Okay.
The brimpon one has the black and white net kind of feel, no. And I'm releasing luxury jalabia. So I realized there was a lot of the Dubai's jalabia no chrome and the penny for be repair jalabia something different from that. So I came up with a luxury one, which Namia Domen also was
luxury one. I said on the phone, in the phone.
Oh, most of the times, more of the price.
Okay.
More of the luxury fabric.
Okay, fabric.
And the kind of detailing we put into that, you know. Yeah, and obviously the almighty kaftans. Kaftans in 3 forms. You know, the normal ones, where the normal is the Ebenya fabric organa chroma. The semi-luxury is Miami imported fabrics back from a very good source. Quality near crazy. See, that's the semi and the luxury. It's a semi-luxury. The only difference is the quality in the fabrics and the price in kaka. Yeah.
Okay, matter say. It's no you there a lot of youthful who designs very youthful.
Yes.
Inspiration for you.
So I mean it started from me and Kasami home.
Okay.
So they may feel say me comfortable in wearing, you know.
Okay.
Me cutting across. Tina, most of your man I cut it from 18 years to 40, 45. But for the kaftans and stuffs there, I know they cuts across to no matter the age, 80 years and above. But youth, I mean, focus in the baby wasn't really on the youth because the whole kaftan and the native idea was more from 24.
Oh, okay.
So there were a lot of things now youth were being the pride of what I said, because like this bomber jackets, for instance, people who go school cry. Some of them want to still be in an African print or something African, not necessarily Ghana, but outside the country. They want to be seen in BB African. But I mean, it's the normal hoodie, plain ones now from the Primarks, the other brands So that was why I had to step in and be like, okay, this would be a very beautiful way to penetrate the youth and let them love in Yamana.
Initially, you know, the agenda was not the Mamenya something Ghanaian.
No.
Okay.
So from beginning, the idea was international. That's how come you choose bello. Bello is Italian word. It means handsome. So from the onset go, no, a dini crani to put on a brand, no, we're already looking for something international.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Into my what my design for, especially the celebrities.
Yes.
One.
So my year, I do so. My year Abeku Santana, my year Mr. Fifi Banson, my year Ochame Kwame, my year episode, my year Obibini, my year text, my year Aquabwa.
Wesley Kesse.
Wesley. It does. I've done a lot. So my baby, like not almost everybody, but majority. And I many could la Paris so partner Astale Sack and a Stone Boy soda. So I can add them to.
And the music videos no day.
Music videos in the
so say now using can
yes,
Saturday when
yes, together with Hamid. Yeah, he was the official stylist and many no partner to style that set.
Ebiana I bring to baby here.
Sure.
Another be a baby here. Na in the fashion design ejuma no obi a wan ko school na ejuma na so no if you most makers you speak so well lab technician need to make branch call that side impo no wunyimzi a esua from school no wetum we push. I'm sure they be a starting point. You didn't see yourself working with all of these people.
Not at all. Hey, not to forget Obrafo.
I know Obrafo also are
currently still coming in here, Juma.
Okay, I think the Sheto.
Yeah.
That man you know Sheto BB.
Yeah. Obrafo, I mean one of them.
I see.
And not Caucus. I mean there's a lot. Didn't do so. Caucus Munya style.
Hey, Granny, why you Juma? Why you Juma pa? Me make we saw Ghana party in the park.
Yes.
Yeah, but can want some. But before that, no, man, men can show them portrait. Most my too experienced, no. This year the pump. You may hear what the papa. Or they to make the pump.
Yeah, have a great decision.
Aha. Or so they would be better now the pump though. As a man here, papa, because we experience they are very vast.
Thank you.
And you celebrate say Juma. When you want to know, when you now.
So, Omejuma there in a way heading kakra, but I mean with time no, me make us say with time me new industry mu, so me better me be ase. So initially no mun shouldn't say the essence of employing a stylist or a designer.
Okay.
First, they would make you feel say they are rather doing you a favor by wearing your outfit, but a hand like. In Sako and Saba, hand to hand. Okay. You understand? So, because you cannot just enter a boutique. It's say, what's the idea? First, no, even till now, some of the music videos now, they don't want to involve in-house or whether it's a foreign stylist or whatsoever, no. People complain a lot, say, I mean, music video is share or share. Because they just enter the boutique, pick up your no fella on share. But it entails, like music video entails a lot. There's a composition of the music.
Okay.
So most of the times, you know, the stylist also has to know what the music is about, the lyrics, and all of that, so that a bear boy with the decision making of how to look in a music video. What I say. So when you don't get all this kind of knowledge from a stylist, then you are definitely doing what you want. And all fellas say a music video, normal music video, but at any day, you know, the viewers. Especially those who are fashion critics or those who know details of music videos, they'll be like, nah,
costume
there's a big problem. Even though the video might look nice and all of that, but outlook are very necessary. Yeah. So it's quite difficult, but at the end of the day, you know, those who are willing to those who understand it, you know, they go for it. Like Ochame Kwame say, you're working Juma for close to 4 years. And during your time, many Hamid time in any Juma, we won several awards of him being one of the most fashionable fashion, what's it called? Music icons.
Okay.
And so it's a good achievement. Yeah.
Into no, yeah, share there be any Ochame Kwame Mwaye Juma. I work on a lot of music videos. More is not the most challenging video. Getting the costumes.
Most challenging will be Ochame Kwame again, because Ochame Kwame knows his way around everything, and every single outfit. Yaya Ochame Kwame, he's always involved. Only the wife, Manika, they are always involved. So, and everybody knows how complicated Ochame Kwame wants his outfit because he wants to make a statement. a lot goes into it. And the only challenging part is sometimes you notice in term.
Okay.
So there's a lot of night just to make things happen, and you can't also just do anything for Badwam. So you still have to, even though you're Juma night, you still have to pay max attention to the detailing and all of that. So about Honum 9 money a bit challenging. Yeah.
Okay. Into now, say yes, and the Mazana at the Pame Juma noise and pa.
Already born. You have to make a fancy. Wow.
Once a while.
Okay. Yeah. So me always say everything starts from the mind. Because be in home we are seeing more anything. But how you process your mind, to it, trust me. When you, like I'm saying, when you put your mind to it, now we'll start here. And I want to say, you shouldn't pay research as Africans. Your problem. But when you pay attention, now we hear a lot of research. Now they combine whatever you learn from your physical, maybe school or YouTube or whatsoever. What the boom be in that particular lane. One thing is to say, PBBA, we always want to see the growth. But bear it in mind, a stage.
Okay.
A stage. So till you go through that stage, trust me, you come back to where you missed.
I see.
So you'll have to follow that particular stage. And when the time opens up for you, that's it. One lovely thing is, when you build it at the end of baby, and you are well accepted, and you still keep up doing what the ODN trust me, you have nowhere going. What that cry, the human chase you.
I see.
So like I said, it's good. I mean, it's difficult, but when you go through the cons and the winner, I mean, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's in my Ghana party in the park.
In the park, yes. So Akwaba UK event.
Okay.
Now, I'm happy to start with majority of the team, the CEO himself, Mr. Dennis. I got opportunity to showcase me Nyama program Nase.
Okay.
That was the very first one I recorded. So at the very first, so this year, a 6th year in a row, every year meko.
Okay.
So the very first year, me dey more of me hoodies because that time na my year.
Oh,
nyame adom. Hoodies me be kwan mu mami.
Okay.
Nti every year, even normally July. Nti before July, always minya messages say, oh, when are you coming? We need this, we need that. Nti nyame adom UK market no say bia mai kakra through Ghana party in the park. Yes, nti one of the biggest events or Ghanaian events or UK more of an European thing. It's for free. Germany, Amsterdam, baby, just to watch people display Ghanaian culture and a musician, so about perform. So it's one of the big events. Yes, your platform. Yeah.
Okay. No one's marrying, but before I'm a sorry, I could. Not you wonder now. One of the questions I will be hinting today. You have made it, but nobody.
I haven't made it. I'm still climbing.
There was a way I started.
Yeah.
Into capital ahin.
Yes.
No,
so no. We get a lot of people saying they started from this and that, 5 Ghana cities and all of that. Oh, so me, I didn't really put my mind to any amount.
Okay.
But how made they start here and say, back to Miami advice, the whole research thing. So I really researched on a lot of things. Now, 2 things I really capitalized on is 1, disappointment. Now you didn't say, Obiase tailors for the Odo ade komo or china or china.
The man what it?
So yes. So me made it to me say that particular thing there me try to clear that notion from a lot. And Nyamiadom.
The succeed.
9 years, next year is 10 years. Nyamiadom. I can say for a fact, with all sincerity, be disappointed to be at least 2%. That was doomed for time. I know crown with tomato gen, just to sort things out. So it was something I was really fighting. Say, and yes, sir. Secondly, now I really wanted to. Now majority of Impenifoni chance to move to, where they are a very good tip for my new fellows. Now Impenifoni be bring time to visit their tailors. So what I did as at that time was to move to offices.
Into our offices.
Okay. So now, and just say me shops are clients bar around that for a number of years. I can say for 80% of my clients no money in a physical location.
Okay.
Because I moved to them and I'll still deliver to you.
Okay.
And all those was free.
Actually, you don't need in here they be shop.
No, it's not necessary. No, I did Bello Couture for 3 to 4 years before I got my first physical location with Tesano.
Wow.
I was doing like it was more like an online. You see it, you love it. There were referrals to be referring. We want anything. Now offer me and I say you don't know me I'm a friend. I'll come to you. Sometimes can I mini car so you can imagine. But still, me chinko baby.
Yeah, don't want to tell for trotro.
Baby, any moto. Na me fa moto so pa, but na me show moto. So maybe put you in your comfort of weighing. And I said that time to the price. You see, one thing I'm saying here is for a whole year, I literally did BBR for free. When I say free, I don't charge for workmanship or anything. Now me charge it for the fabric.
Okay.
I just now me percent confirm what I'm capable of doing. It's me charge it for just the fabric. Delivery, BBR, me the bebrel and all of that. So a man confirm be pay myself and who say na.
Yes, can we
say na because lab no. Na me to me save up kakra. And like back to the same advice. Because of the fact that now me hear research, because of me to me planning year. So my reason here it took me 6 months to start the brand. 6 months I was just brainstorming and doing my research and how to penetrate.
First machine more.
Yeah.
One first machine.
Yes. On pakuna beto on one na beto mato me machines ni am the age one. Yeah, wa kra Mr. Suleiman. No hono ma Pfizer, no hono ma na because any time ohumi no now they're like nenije because okay the very first time me beto machine one that was I think 2015. Yeah.
I see.
No, me got my first machine one hono.
Okay.
Yeah, no can industrial. Yeah, the normal butterfly, the normal one.
A hand machine.
Hand one. Yeah.
Wow. Is this into machine sign?
I think 12. And dry to expansion kakra. So you man nyame adom
12 so meaning industrial machines.
Industrial, yeah. And wow. I think 3 knitting machines. Okay. But most machines were obviously 3 was 2, yeah.
I see. Now, because of the fact that say a collaborations, how difficult is it? There any other team up with other designers?
So this matter. Now, one thing I don't like or young Ghanaian industry in say competition where you dream too much.
Okay.
I've tried breaking that barrier several times, and a lot of designers who can attest. I'm one of the fashion designers. My fellow fashion designer a program. Me show up at so I have a lot of pictures and videos to show.
Wow.
I even created a page like on WhatsApp so that we can come together, and if we see somebody's collection, I say collaborative collections But I mean, Uncle CBBR, because at the end of the day, we who say honor the best. We who I always say there was one of my first shows in Amsterdam. I say it's not really about you, the fashion designer. It's about Ghana at large. Okay. Because we're like 10 fashion designers in the display war Amsterdam Fashion Week. Now, after the show, the compliments were, oh, Ghana fashion designers in my idea. Ghana fashion design. They didn't pinpoint and say that Turquoise was the best, or Bello Couture was the best, or Kenetete was the best, or whoever was. No, it was Ghana at large. So I feel, why don't we do that to propel Ghana on the international market rather than like competing among ourselves? So personally, I mean, a lot of fashion designers can attest. I have called for collaborative partnerships for us to come up with a collection together and all of that, but it hasn't yielded into Yegusu share how and all be working, because it will be one of the biggest. Trust me.
I see.
One of the biggest.
Come up with a point there, or you difficult to team up because of
because of the competition, the competition mindset and all. Yeah, it's very, very difficult. But like I said, I'm always open, and I know quite a number of them.
J-Ray Gatti.
That's a very good brother.
Or it's difficult coming to like a consensus there.
Now let me give you J-Ray. The amount many J-Ray be here close. Clients be with Germany say name J-Ray Nyama. Best a 5 was a 6. And that is me. And yes, I have too much in team. In person may you be there. But me feel say you'll be intellectual property.
Okay.
The way me import my fabrics or the coma color unyano. It's the same way probably J-Ray also is doing. Into unpakuni sending me Nyama na me say me catch unpakuni say oh minim do ye in Nyama way. If you don't mind, meet me the number now. Now on Nyama because on only fabrics near totally meet my designs in the door but they are non-intellectual property. Meaning how many years or tenacity to create that particular thing. It is a how me call online, Instagram, and I'm picking a number. Funny enough, no, so number I didn't know him from Adam. I know him like in the industry. Okay. But he share put that. So me picking a man, finding enough no so me number that. So me pay was hey, opinion there, me ko dying, and I'm explaining it and say, Unya, obi aseni mu unya mounty. Me the number name. Jerry was quiet on the phone for a couple of seconds. He didn't tell me one can't share me. And I'm kind of say me my clients na friend no. It's clients in me call back and forth I say I didn't, and I'm saying yeah, it would be a jumanti. So only Jerry Kasai, and I don't know whether I'm sure the business went on. So Jerry no be in the new shop or easily gone. And then he P in the frame, he said, Jerry wants me around. It be true that day, no. He was very excited seeing me. And then he P in a tree me and say, Minim Dientia Jay Appemas, because Jay also has trust issues with the industry players because we are person be open up. We are person be sure be on no tono. We be hiding in the way. I understand there's a power in there's a secret way in Tula who use as a brand but nyame be on my quite open, so we should all open up. No catch him point blank say. We be ma make Jerry akoma because no fashion designer so for most sending Kofonya ma omo ye ne da because ono so sheni sika. But the fact that you refer the clients to him was good. And since then we are building some very good relationship. Wow. Jerry sends people my way. Me so me sending Kofo his way.
Matter say yembre Pelemeda cafe bar no fast, but before that, no, maybe more 30 seconds. Obi reach him to the form.
Sure. So, like we kind of from beginning, no. Starting up something, it shouldn't necessarily be fashion, but be our start to just know, say, it takes time, okay? So don't rush it. Mary share obi dear and say, guy we may start jano na or no konim enti. I have to rush in yama. No, when you rush, obe back. So take your time, get closer to whatever you believe in. It can be Buddhism, it can be Christianity, but me, I'm a Christian. So if you're a Christian, get closer to God, take guidance from God, learn how to persevere, learn how to endure, get closer to mentors, people who, I mean, there's a notion out there, say, people who are doing well when you go to them or move with you and all of that. But so find details, get close to your mentors, try to learn from them. And at the end of the day, let's all see ourselves at the top. No
has a marangin Bennett, a Siama, and I ate an cow home no CEO, Bello Couture. Now at the palm this year, what's not do guest judge, Zunzun to won't share when on Chebia at the Pamba start. The Bashas, you know, designers, Yenzi. Master say about me a designer. What we confuse to do. Once I buy muko school Rio City, Master be a designer, upcoming designer. Papa. But the best had a nyame Adoma Yabasana Yesha special thanks in call Macafe Banoa. The one as a pub and be a better idea when is the ban some BBI a customer with the in the home BBI come a papa and no matter when I see John police station in Chahonama, he needs a banaba, he needs a banaba, and no major waha. Na Marco, whoever could be the head of productions, the Maran Albert, and Obey camera, Many Calvin, Ebe, Thomas Studio, Sammy, Otu, nobody say, he the best here, Yami Adoma Basana, this year. Macron.
So, Mamboatama Yada say, one new team, Mahosape, I never saw what dear Bray, and I Benadantia Drew Benada say, Faith Homeopathic Clinic, 4 na feya di Monty and ne Dr. Abigail ne Dr. Kofi Amponsa and ne one more abe ehu Dr. Abigail check ya mo akwaba na bia boko de and anu one man na Dr. Amponsa say where you are bent no why busy and the over can you defend your head from the no catch
no the on catch man be kai the on the chire mu chem say wa basa me bi okumase no wa kra Inti were ne mu ye.
Esa wara o. Asa me ne mu yo. Ani wa be se o poto.
Yes,
mo ye fe. Na mama Faith mo ye.
Nyame adom na mo ye.
Papa Faith.
Acho mu nyina.
Ya so na ro me ne ye hwe de.
Yo wan se fia me da se bebre em se ebnada no pa bia se Faith fo mu hu ye se ya. Na yapomuden hu. Nti na ye wa ha. Ti enne no mese se ye nua mema no ene ema no omo enwe omaso ma me kakra bi. Na me pese me nche bibi kakra emfa kwan a omo befa so a omo mema sem no ebedi mu anase ebegina so because nansan no cases a eba fa memma ne ho no ni nyina obi a beba bia na eda fom kra in fact ha adwen ohwe weda ise ne aye na se obekọ ho na odebo ani na oda ho a walusu ma che ya hometesem enti ene no me pese me mom tips kakra bi na oya ebebo amatem bia no na ugina ona so de di kan te se ubedidi ye healthy diet se aduane no udi na se anya balance ya na emwa se udidi ye a antifia unya circulation good circulation unya blood flow no fine to the whole system but say bia ye tai every meeting no kosuane na wafu ya hye ne ade a circulation kwa enya papa but say udidi fish more salmon nyema bi onions garlic ne nyema bi ko edidi enim ne vegetables na bon say flow no from utisu besi from esane ko bema nim direct so oba so watenka ewo form a e boostiu e ma atenka no mo na bibi ti say exercise nipa bebre ho a ye mpa exercise ye yenya didi wi a ne yetefa ako ye nante ko ha ne ha ya bre se circulation no anya papa ni nyina ebekọ circulation se anya papa flow no enti minsane enko bema no entini ema no so enkeka no se na ewo se eye enti no at least week so wunya kwan kra no twice or 3 times in a week also timi eye exercise say de obetimi enya flow no to the whole body part and that's the whole system and bema no so obegina ne na so kama eye natural awonfa duro anase bibia enka no na fe obi mu wo ho a omotai fa alcohol anase smoking senke be a omunjai kra omunjai anase teso because more na o fa alcohol na anase o smoking na narrow o nerves no anase arteries ne ade into bon se fat na start e depositum ene ade into ne emma circulation no so enye papa into no said na make say nyina ejina circulation na bibiti say medical therapies youth need to enro bebre wo ho aba eboa blood flow na erection ene ade but so be on ma oni ha obia Esan se nadamfo bia ko yusu hu se eye no abedi hu adanse ama no se na me so me kofa bi nti obon se omo be yusu ana ebedu ba bi no oma ho odin be ma na ho odin oma yusu ni nyina ama se ekofom nti no se ofa edo no kra enye adwuma enso nka me hu ye no ye papa no ma na se mpanyimfo no omo du sa stage no na be ma na ho odin kofom na ofa sandro na etimi boost no but youth na se ofasa bedu baby undu baby na hu se ahode no ekofom enti se edro bi ona se ye prescribe ma wo se fa ense se ofa ebi so ana wo condition bi na lead to that bia infections and ade na lead to that there ene oba na se ye prescribe na se ya doctor prescribe ma se fa there wo ho kwan so ye de ofa na ye wo medical conditions bia se utimi manage eno so a etimi ma obe masem no anase watenka no etimi ejina ne na so bibi ti se diabetes se tembia wetimi manage diabetes na se eba form anase ewo form kama flow no enso eye fine ebi ti se cholesterol esisi ntini mu nyina ti se one manage na tembia no cholesterol level no so anko form a eno so unya good circulation heart attack nema bebre na e cause sa nema we enti na meka se ne no ekoma mema ne emma no enti no mesremu obi a wutie mi no saa nema tips kakra ya mede ama no bomoden se ubedi so but ebia se what try ni nyina so na se still enye adwuma anase emfa eno nti na faith ye wo ho no dan wani bra faith oba ye be ye hwehwemu ye be hu se bia bibi infection bi na akoso na yare bi na akoso a ye be hu na ntem na ya so ano ama se nerves no anase enti na moja efam ekobeman manase oba ema onya tenka no se hu se emu asisi anase na ho de no ewo fom a eno so ntem na na ehu kwan a ye de obefa so se na ebe ya onso ubetimi agina honas because ade we ya afanu ni nyina se obey da hosa na be men so onse enige ma but se ekoyi a na ba ko etwa 20 afia good sleep se utimi ede yi a system ni nyina relax fine ma circulation kama but se untimi na yi a umni koto ha obonsa ade be chi ni pedo ni na ayeda nti na no so affect be ma no pa oban so affect watinka but say unya good sleep at least 6 to 7 hours na so timi da obe sorry na ahemache no kra na be di kan nya no cause obe sorry ansa na wo aso ya ba say adon saka obe ya na ni ate say adwuma enkonkon
so na ni ema Dr. Mponsan to so ho ye
that's yenchia phone say Dr. Bia kan sempi o taba o mesha dandi sankumu wida so last week wa mama be kan asem che won say na obedi nkumu che say ye be kan ni nyana che say bibia e kama pa nti won say enipa ho wani e o say mo ni ko hu yi cause eni no e ade a e ha adwen ade e ya ne say wonyi bebia na woni efra ya na e ha adwen na de ya na ha adwen pi ne say obi ho a especially ye maame no na ma no obeba no na nani no utimu say de aye no be ma na abo no utimu say wabo na mani nso adamu no de atena fie de adu agugu so saa o mantem nti obeba no na ya say but eno ne yetufo say e ba abrantem okay so obi o beba no o de adu agu so ama nani afi de o de adu agu so na hyehye no enye adwuma biem hyehye nti so de o de maku agu so no but ba bia adu no ayedin e so oba ne nhwemu hwe adekode aba ntiam woni ne yewo ya unse de ye ka no ye ho no mfidie ne de ye adwuma obi beba no ye di mfidie no be check ni pedua hwe bogwe ni pedua na ye hu se ya de na che wo no ho e che ye ni ntiama ni pedua no akwa no a ehu hi e be na transe a che no asei enu ntie wo so hwe ni ya de nde ye ni pa e beba but e ba e wo so make sure so obetu na montem oba fit to me pate clinic on kan ya de ye adwuma no se be hwe ya de ne ma o ya de no hodu obi oba obi e di adanse because obi ho ba na ni naso obi timi bout mu se de ayeka but nyame adum tie de dun mano a na ko ye onupi ho a wo ba o ye de bia o ho adu nipadua bia o na du a de be ma wo ne nipadua be fa obi o beba na nipadua no skin na sei ba ye manadu obeba no so ayeka ma okwa hu no se ono ne ba ho no but who say ye no mpi no na de ekode ba na me nipadua ni gina eno mpiri di akoten so nko nipadua ni mu but ya na ye ni enta nkoso ade ani nkoso e bia ne yam ya ne ase de bi obetimi adidi kasinti na akofo aduro ene ade but ye ha no de eno mpenu ye hwese de obi wo beba ne kotodwe ordinance wona aka wo no ne mfe no obetimi ba wo se madam konso ebe de no ada konso ma ne o hawa ba o so ada konso obi ho anaposo na chika se no oda ho ne de aduro atwitwi na ne afrage na so ne ade ni nyina ha adwen nti unya arthritis egumu ahodo ba ne nhwe the type of arthritis aba ne mfa treatment ema no ye hwe ye nhwehwemu na ye opane bi ho oba na arthritis na se onum pi no de ye osteoporosis de mo e mra na esuo na aka ho no ye opane bi ho a se ye hwem na se ma injection ye de ma wa o na wo so onum pi na ye mra se wabugo se otimi so nanti na unya ahoden nanti ahoden na obi so ho a me de number ne betuja na emom de me di twato ne se oba bi a na me ha no omra
okay
be ma ene Dr. Biaka me moso na emom ese otu hufu be bia dru na dru de den especially emom wa kwantum no
yenye number no
number is 0540 71 09 40 0540 71 09 40 and 0244 58 38 59 0244 58 38 59 and 0547 578494 0547 578494 Accra High Santa Maria and Teku Junction Takrade Anaje Police Station in Champion Akufuridia Police Junction Landry Managers Road Kumasi ye eya Henema Okobi 18 Western Region yo eye bugosu oda sida bogadan nchen pe na enra Sunday no yakodi abasobodi enti na ema enya abasobodi ko se betra ha kasa ne ade adwuma dia yaye enra background Sunday no umma awards Western Regional Awards in fact na anodi
se papa monkwaso na monkwaso anya adwuma den wapomuden momoa sebeya boss body etise no bebre no ebebanti mene Faith Homeopathic Clinic enkomodie na ha na yedisie na medofo ye Esther our Ghana Health Service nikunu birthday nti you say happy birthday and call my beloved prince usu bana hene sa kwode ono Health Promotion Division Ghana Health Service hono wo na brofo no watro no bebre ni tietia ne tentene ne tietia munyanso ododo adwuma wo ye sebema se kunu no omani so ene Kela eye mobano ene ono oyere omoni so dodo nti owura prince owusu bana hene sa kwode de owo ye no koso aye kwatenti ahoɔden wom ni hira na oyere ne oma de ma happy birthday enko emma omudi de afia amankwa atamaklo obia na enro nso medofo Claire inti wa kwaten Claire inti wa kwaten ono so matron health officer penipa wo agogo na no aye ne birthday inti belated enko emfa Mount Claire inti wa kwaten baby a wo bia rade onhiraw o ma osumfra dumu enkwa dumu bedo too much nyamenya okese kwasi aye krado asemidika to aso faseda mama Joy Trish one more Instagram asalbuche hona obehu mo wan wadaroma eno mo address me kame ye kwa questions aye krado to aso
sebeka ne se ne yesimetie yemfa bi enka ho yenyi bi nso emfa mfrim ye de obuo ni die ne bekasa ba ye medie no nso achi emfa hu nkonkomene kasai ye beka no se ne tie medie akwasisia asemi di kabre na adru swin ana no pamnu ba bedi komo bia emotional kakra ba me stress yenyi emotions no ento nchen na yen confront issue no se ne simi etie se utikam na wotwa menim se bia wahuna amanfo bi taa de nkwada agina nkwanchen se omo yare esreste sika de masa nkwada no ye saa doye no because say ye hu sa nkwada bi ko ahoyehiem omu hia aboafo enti yemwa wo mo bampempi so behwa ya tabusa ho se sika na mede eboa nipa na ogina ogichi sika on behalf of akwada na oyare demu no odi akwara no ko hospital na sika no ekọ hemfa why na sanction sa manfo nyina nkwanche mfa nkwada sebe yarefo enstress sika nyi sika fo nkwa yare sabia why ne monitor sa nkofo yes adwuma no meba video bia fa na sekese koma GBC Ghana Broadcasting Corporation madaroma anom ya sa document na meba kakra bi na de akyerew na tie ensem a Dr. Peniya owo Rich Abaya Sabia no said dwuma okolebu Abaya Sabia na tie asem the National Coordinator of Social Welfare Eka about sankrofo de amanfo gina kwanchen esrese sikase ye kwa kwhwe mo ayare sabia hwe video e ba beka asma kire
We can't even take care of children, kids who have tumors and cancers.
I can say for sure that in this hospital and in Kolebu Teaching Hospital, none of these children have reported with the funds that they have solicited.
The whole thing is like a syndicate, and also it's a business.
If the child is sick, the constitution says that he should be entitled to medical treatment.
Okay, so after lawyer Susu, Obano Kasa to us, your friend Dr. Nihad Salifu, or Greater Accra Regional Hospital, name him say friend Rich Hospital, no. And the next one Okasa and so a year, the National Coordinator of Social Welfare Department. What you assume, Dr. Dekai? Osibet miaka for sure, because most of the arenas are kwana so me yare no begina kwanche no. Eye Kolebu anase Rich and most of the times ye kwhwe mo say yade no osemetimi aka say sa kwada na ye do mo gina enkwanche sesika no omu bie no de mbasa hospital anom ana Kolebu ekopa yarsa de mo. Now the National Coordinator of the Social Welfare Department of Social say the thing is now a syndicate. Some for me now but say yeah they know your business. Ghana your maya ya do ya pa.
ye yoman a adoye ahumobro ayemye ewo yeso menka we mani mu wabam se mayemwa enkrofo sa documentary em say I think in October no be show full documentary nyina na mu bia yenya opportunity to watch it. Do you know say there's a whole business cartel? Yeah, man for this anko de bank kwanche be services ka no ekoye sales de mo. Me se min ka wen fam mu yabam se mi enkoso nya yadoye na heye no. Ba yentimi so ntena se man krofo bi emfa kwada sebi woni mo benkum eni mo nifa emfa be business wo man mu. Sana semu amutanam Kaneshi first traffic light. Ekofo bi she yellow t-shirt. It's a whole business itself. And let me from din tuja. Subsequent yekwe bi numbers ni na betuja. Yekwe ni mu. Numbers na mo de to ho man krofo se yemfefa donation bi din na betuja. San krofo na she yellow t-shirt no e business no mo ye. Enya yare sebi no pede man kwada. Eni ekuta influencers kaya tututu gumu. Susu box ni bi. Kese pa de nam ayi cars ho. Akwada yare akwada tiachi akwada tia enya ye. Hwa akwada o yare. Ni ese na ko hospital ni de drop ben. Atu akwada ni efrum amu. Na akwara dobi nsa so gina wi akata ban so se de sika de ama no se de sika e de ama sa akwada no. It's so sad. Say as a man, this is where you build where you want to. We can't take care of our own children. Our own children. We can't take care of them. But I'm saying Ghana will more begging as a home. Parchment Beggars and Destitute Act. No. Now mention I have 4 days. Some can't just say me nana Muslim and cancel. Make sure that Ghana mamra a canifa as a home. As a so big now quanchain as study and Ghana mamra a canifa home. This week, my son work committee. Your children acting so there's a challenge somewhere. This week here, there's a challenge. Some aspect of our children, a queer fashion, your boy, your mouth from home buying, or your memory, or how can see our home. Make sure that that's the Begging and Destitute Act. Near can't edify, or my mamma, near can't edify. And your Juma was a social welfare for a year. And you see, the national coordinator of the social welfare department, I mean, you know, near Emma, Juma Sube Breaka, on you say, I am a Juma, mammy. I am a Juma, and Matras, your mother. What now is using the same one, say, and a syndicate, you know, much of a syndicate be a dim a Jumano. And they didn't quite that semi, so me, I yarifo, a jam quine chain. And you almost stress sika and I'm for this scano a go bubotum san kwadani from hospital san kwadano ye fumu bia and hospital and no man in so ka say o person o sika de bu akoda bu ayasabia and hihye ho betim ya faso. So this is the Beggars and Destitute Act 1969. Ghana mamratie Section 2(1) provides that any person found begging and any person wandering or placing himself in any premises or place for the purpose of begging may be arrested by the police officer without warrant and shall be liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding 50 Ghana cedis or imprisonment not exceeding 3 months or both. Eti emergency se police ni chia obi now tin kwanchen sika onya court warrant kura onya court to me kata kwan obetimi achom sana Ghana mradeka eti police ni opeso chi obi a o se sika kwaja wonya court to me When Yakata fell free quarter sell to Miacho, Ghana Mamre, Beggars and Destitute Act 1969 say. So police need show on quantum of census car, or bet Miacho. Shadia, their criminal defenses. Section 22 provides that a person shall not be deemed to be begging by reason only for soliciting or receiving alms in accordance with a religious custom or the custom of a community or for a public charitable purpose or organized entertainment. Hana assembly wono. Sese asori eye dia ehonjo. Enti yenyem kremofo betimi akofa saraka. Se meye saraka. Eye, but you see, ejam ka say ye act no or how bi wo ho ye o say tumi na ze betimi aka e de ase ani a menka se ye nya adoye na ye no menka se ye nya adoye no but ye ntimi ntina se ntwe omam se enkwada bebu ye kwan so mebre se do mo seseka in the name of saraka no ye ntimi ntina se nya ne sa me nyine se ye komeka ye hu sa de mebre sa ho ye okwe faso ye saraka and I check our street. But be a fabia in the quadration of Francisca. But be a fabia and now for the tea and you and a san quadan a chaka quem. It in your homete. But my children's act no and your homete. And your homete cry. See a mofra, I will form no young penfono or mutinumu. And ye jam kwada na kwada na chaka kom seseka. Now there's a Children's Act. Mami Japan member section 19. Also section 19 of the Children's Act. Act 1958 560. Requires the Social Welfare and Community Development Department of a District Assembly to investigate if it has reasonable ground to suspect that a child is in need of care and protection, to direct the matter to a child partner or remove the child to a place of safety for not more than 7 days. And the child's case must be brought before a family tribunal before expiry of that period for an order to be made about the child's welfare. It is how Kwadana among phobia conform almost says Scadiamono, a social welfare for you. And what's assembly no? Yeah, social welfare department one no. Eji tum say ampa ye makotin san kwansem. One first machine ko jinan ko say sika. And what you said to say social welfare for me nyina. Be na ko say. Eti akwa say. Eji am ka say ma national coordinator for social welfare no. And you say bia wo ne no wanya asem o. But you see, once more, I say, a syndicate, no one am a syndicate number because some women be another human so. It will be a taking advantage. And your mind Ghana said here to protect your ma. Oh my God, no. Yeah, said here, say about your man who buying. And this is the work of the Social Welfare Department. And you are three me sauram. Ye jai mesa etina ma fo kwade kwada efira ma ahodo so ba ye mamu e be seseka. Na mo so binim so ompe ayi Barcelona pa sankura no. Ompe Barcelona jesi shepa. So monitor sa na hwa. So ejem bi se enti pato Social Welfare Department en konkosi dabei eye issue ni ye di ade di etire mane abanesa because ye nchichi omuntina mana akoya akono se ebi mnya akokodo ne kwada ne ba na enkwada se bi mesi woni mo benkum eni woni fa sam ye ka yo obi na atam da ba besi kwa ho ese kore kokra sesika na mse enya asem ne enke se akwada akatu na bro na wawu no da kwabra na ensem de gina awia kata ba so esa manfo nya adoye. But it boils down to budget said the social welfare for o ma ko masika ye twa ne say na the social welfare for enti ye nyina ya jatuma ye bo social welfare for ye bo mache budget say and a social welfare department here wo Ghana ye de mom na say you see central region maami bi ya okoda ambulance na kwakoda nkwanchen amu akwakogu ebeye he etwem enu anu no bibia nsi biem and in a super social welfare force the question is say budget say and on my mu ye de ma social welfare o sa kwesi se me du pempen so me na se meduma kokura say a metimi ko social welfare for pen for catch am say meduma say at least ye ntua me ka se ne bia motim le twa me ka ye ma me kakra e ma me ho anyira yira me bebre wo man ka sa kroma ka twa te say send ye de mom that's what I'm talking about. And today, especially by me, what the policy for your mofra sebio ya toma sabram. Your mofra ya toma jejim. Me see na ya Ghana ma ya kono se enkofof de enkwada efio mo man so e ba Ghana be sesika. Ko nim se Ghana de e ba bibia anya adwuma please ni bia anchew go away. Ene ye she Barcelona ta Jesse na kwara na nam na ye sesika sa. That's a film. Awrewo and a dangerous at the mayen. And Kwadana Namsa Street, that's Obia and Shomono. They one day become a national security threat to us. Because San Kwadana here when we near the dash will be our baby. They be in Penica same way. Obia Onion Swaduno. Uninyasma Henie. He has nothing to lose. Sani ye tuni san kwada we dia kwa kodru ebedu mebdo bon so oni nda so ba bia no odru mane bone a wonwe ho because on not one why carry so anytime bia he's willing to die anytime bia why carry so bewu it will disa odi mane bone a odi we wonwe ho and I'm besides say boy what kind of future any you try to my yenchrimba? That's ben you try to. Why do we have a lot of children beggars on our street? It ain't to be your home share. It is say ya na beye. Because social welfare phone is it yen say ya. You are here to get to a time every room will get a beggar. Oh sorry I know she a beggar okwano. Every single room in this country, one day will get a beggar. Because I tell me why you're not simply to me regulated here, and I'm not for more. And people are setting businesses for it. What's the matter? Children's acting we. Mako children baby a sin to kasi ewo. So my Ghana mamra kutia a prostitution tutu bra. They say tutu ni sha kwada dia ye say okay. Ochina bewrem ye di hon komo. Now want to believe say ensakaye embra. Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection. Yeah, social welfare. Then because you can't because ahia no munya. Baby aso mo se san kwada nko gun e wo hinfa. E dan ye say si kase no word be boss ankwada na konma school feeding crowd once in 50 pesos now I won't go school me did akwese so my kwabra sante na pan for ekado any pense mu to as well because yakopon ya adva September the case be sia sante mampon nyame adva September and the case be ba be suwo asante mampon member details no pense mu it was back as still as a medical
enche but keka ho wo hwe dia kwasi akan ya ene wona stress ade e okwan ho kwada so aye ton ade okwan ho no almost all the places in Accra traffic joints from Kaokudi to North Kaneshi Ogo Shiashi Oko Baoleshi all those traffics now it's becoming like pressure, you know. Ujina hawa normal be ball car nimisa to distract you. Normal we are the obisaska and koran by the day, you know. At least a traffic light now say almost all Places are revered, exclusive, quite decent. These people are taking over. They say, Honorable Dakwa Newman, but there is no time for you to maybe relax. Mesre, say, activity, social welfare, yeah. But it's a national. In fact, I didn't even know it existed because maybe my on my last born Auntie B, I mean from the currency, you know, more social welfare. That time you been in it, you know. That can just make a mark about social welfare and Kwana. Let's see a remarkable improvement. Because it's becoming now chaotic, you know. And as a crowd driver, no baby. Window no mama, you'll be shocked. See, best say to a big edu. Also, and then I would do that big edu. Would do that and the big edu no. On a founder of CAF University College, or say NDC Western North Regional Chairman, he's been in the game for over 30-40 years. Big edu. Udi Wawoda and a happy birthday, Shonko. And come out if we name for a CD ho and our way a day abroad. You better Spanish garlic mixture and a capsules for us. Now, if you had the Spanish ginkgo capsules, as well as if you had media AD de bois, a unipediano, we will be a mojaboso, arthritis, Honamuno, Timse, Wapon so ya, Ohomia, Nani Pepe, baby, a fusion crop in man, so at that time of the month, and all conflict will be a tonka. Free honam so bribia da odware na otiti sa Spanish garlic mixture be sa how na free precopedia ma ginkgo capsules na so no ebo ama onya hoden sonko e ma adwene e de kaka de easily na free mojan so etime de for sane yi e woni peduenum opebia ta Hallows Herbal Okanshi Tenated Herbal Repash Herbal Widema Herbal Ashaman Ecos Pharmacy House of Drugs Ducat Pharmacy Kaswa Dependable Herbal Medina and Nolinko Herbal Hohoi and Albert Sam Pharmacy and also Ho and Afi Herbal and Afi pharmacy shops in Abuja. Free 0266114111 no etimi no dinkita no masaka quickly as we count down to the end of the year and other activities being your phone any fridge any air conditions no the ultimate place to get it Franco Trading Enterprise. Ya koso jitum say a honey phone papa ifi. So Nokia, Samsung, iPhone, smart TVs ranging from 32 to 55 inches, tabletop fridges, Franco air condition ranging from 1.5 horsepower up to 2.5 and have a CCTV camera. So I monitor a lot of things. Sorry, a Juma, Wankasa, and Krankra, the Odi Biano, Ebebo Kwanshun. So Franco phone 0246422338 or 055-593-9311. No timine Franco for Eddie Ingitao. Let me just push this one through and then I'll get back to introduce my guest from the New Patriotic Party. There's a release to that effect. And quickly, let me just read it. New Patriotic Party launches 2024 manifesto. The New Patriotic Party, MPP, is pleased to announce to the public the launch of its 2024 manifesto, which is scheduled to take place on Sunday, August 18, 2024 at Takrady in the Western region. In line with the above, the party has constituted the following 11-member committee to oversee the planning and execution of the event. And the committee members, we have Madam Oboshi Saikofi, chairperson, Mr. Henry Nanabuachi is a member, Miss Abna Asante, member, Honorable Kojo Oponon Nkrumah, member, Honorable Fati Abubakar, member, Dr. Antoinette Tibu Dako, member, Madam Kate Jemfua, member, Mr. Indede Sia, member, Mr. Dennis Miracles Abuaji, member, Honorable Anthony Abaifa Kabo, member, and Alhaji Haruna Mohammed, member. The party congratulates the committee and expresses confidence in its ability to deliver on its mandate in the supreme interest of the New Patriotic Party, and is signed Justin Kodia Frimpong, a General Secretary for the MPP. Uklite tell Abiakwaba. Good to always hear you here.
Yami Adom.
Kodano Bia Kama. Party to say.
Yami Adom.
Constituency.
Are
you in charge?
Yes, we are in charge.
You don't care the inroads the MPP is making in your constituency?
Well, I'm going to pray. I mean, everybody, inroads. They would want to do something. But making inroads is
difficult.
Yeah, it's another thing.
But you are in charge.
Certainly.
To shoot your figures up.
Certainly.
To make John Dramani Mahama the next
president of this country. Yes. It shall come to pass. Inshallah.
Wow.
Yeah. I just don't want to talk about the MPP crowd, but Omani. Their flag bearer
in your constituency.
Yeah, their flag bearer came there this weekend. And I'm sure if they will be, if they'll tell themselves the truth now. Not to us.
But we need to know the truth.
No, but we don't need. The point is that Obito Zoom Grano Kokra
still on Tonsium. But you know who's what Tonsium now?
Yes, say who. But on one yin too.
No. I don't know.
So we shall see. Maybe a grown form.
So you have overcome, or you shall overcome.
Oh, no, but we have always won, and we have always been on top. And you know, normal struggle. They need to surmount. We, you know.
Are you not seeing the dynamics changing in this election? As if say, oh, you're cool. Say, me, I'm on top. I've taken it.
Which dynamics?
That there will be shocks when it comes to parliamentary elections.
Well, there will be shocks. Certainly. No more BBC.
Not your constituency.
Not my constituency. Not my constituency.
Why you Juma?
Yeah, Juma. And they could see Juma. And the people know. See, they say, no, when you go around, sometimes I listen to what people are saying, and that gives me hope. So the Ghanaians have arrived.
So how did they arrive? And what are we saying?
Well, you see, those days are, I'm over train, Naka, 3 months. Normally, normal,
Abeguho.
Normal, yes. A woman say a month for a come the amount for this kind of bomb jetty. Then so no, they know what they want.
Omunim di omope.
Yes.
Into the Fadiode Banebra.
Yes. And we be say 8 years ni. Your mama Quenya. Adena 4 months or 3 months to election. Afi na oba. Ube promise. Ube kika mama no be yesi.
Now 4 months is it not a part of the powers that has been given to them?
It is, but there are certain things that you see agro besoa
if you are not pa. Tienya nyumira kanya ni biblia
ko from na fina. O say
obesak adwa kire.
Odi wo mo obebo we say no.
Petini adwa no.
Petini ade eba.
Ade nso asa.
Obebo a ade asa. Se wo ba bebo anka wo de abesi wa no pa. Wo di ba besi wo no. Anka wo de besi wo no na nka. Enyumre no kra na wo it means you are prepared. So they say, but knee jerk. So I say unye prepared, but
the activity of this government is a knee jerk as we count down to election 2024.
Seriously.
Who GD said the Ghanaian voter eligible one are convinced to give the power to NDC.
Seriously. As I say, I met a group and South America. I elicit I get information from them. I start by asking questions. And then of course, what are one more expectations? What is happening? One more NDC, Abai. MPP, but they should tell us.
But Abai or this suku about why you are quite binim now will be education kind of say this technical facilities now what's assembly needs to be implemented lots of projects your constituency in your community now say
what's you obehwe say ana wahwe
say school sem was abandoning to one among you are not a beneficiary of government's initiation on these school projects and school development
school projects
yeah
well and I make us say and then no
you have not benefited from road construction
the difference well no because the road construction I cost CC no womu abe start CC no and no na manfo bisa say den and am fi na mu di aso ebe from at this time afina mo ba be why because we had a road project I started in 2015 2016 now womu year asphalt overlay e wo krom hono e ko pin baby they left it and on him say hono no heavy trucks na fa hono womu fa limestone and it no your road no e need maintenance. We need continuous maintenance, but they left it 8 years. Woman touch it.
Say it.
What who? What say my say it?
It is MPP who you bufu ana.
Debi. Oh why?
Omo disappoint you ana.
I mean, I didn't expect anything from me. We were expecting before being there.
Now we are
disappointed.
But you didn't expect.
I didn't expect, and rightly so, because one, you see, E-block, Obapa. One of my communities now we share population we share bre amount for bre eba secondary school Chrome near day and anything I share and now you know educational infrastructure no it is one of the things that a drive development me because school will produce that money but because of school na ediko no dragi a lot of emu bie St. Peter's bisa woman mo ko St. Peter's the 70s na you go school no you call pesco na you go bobo ni adekura e wurem and go and look at that place even Grandmanya Krobo secondary school ho na me call
so in effect your project has been abandoned.
They have been abandoned abandoned
that's all parliament and now we better draw the sector minister attention to that project they abandoned.
I have personally go to Educhum. Minina kwako kasa. Wama mi number of
the education director.
No, not the director, but the consultants. Now we are in charge. You know, I spoke to them.
What is the challenge?
Education committee.
Omo how they saying?
But I don't know. You see, the meeting and they say, "Wama si yakusi school wurem na it will not serve any purpose." But if they
don't know you have adjoining villages.
They say there were 40 communities, 40 communities. Each community has a junior secondary school.
Namos here drew hifa.
It is 90%.
90%.
I am telling you.
What's the location of the school?
Obopa.
90%.
I'm telling you. I met some of the chiefs now. They already too many man because you see. If that school is completed, that's a school for Bemwa.
A very revival crew,
a revival, the economy of the area. And now you can even use that as a basis to request a lot of things to that community. Because I don't think that any government worth its salt will see to it, will see a sit down, say a community like that, you know, one clinic with these numbers, you know, they will not elevate or improve the facility over there.
So 2 questions now, member lawyers. Has this government been fair to your community?
Not at all. They have not. Because most of the things are they left them.
Has the government been fair to Ghanaians in terms of development?
They have not been fair to Ghanaians. Because a lot of things most of the normal they were more of political projects and development than economic and futuristic something abibia amount for that.
So
ene ya se na be ya obi benya de obenya wo ho
ene ya
de obenya wo ho enu an omo ye but seriously speaking no
so we'll come back now help party in the campaign baby I do lawyer Kwaba
me you so mine
me won say papa honorable kasa no o suit no wa try de kakra no wa suit no fa phone no wa ko say bia obenya reference bi dia babaka bibi kwama wo party nim
oh nkomo be de o mine eni kan fa nchia so nkoma wa hwefo na me fa
Wakai says so chia in cough.
Yes, because that's right. And you know, the kind make sure His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I'm say, or starting the campaign. No, na a month for near TD Union Moka. I'm saying, be sure say, or move follow the trends and what is going on. They say, or not for no. Na the air course one in Michiano, Yamishano. The people of Ghana are here ready so to Abama no. I feel so me constituency for my party chairman. Any me party for enra a group be woman wo hono woman so woman say initially yet say woman so woman launching campaign but it wasn't the campaign woman launch because they cannot launch campaign without the constituency and myself knowing being involved. The woman so woman say woman here warm up kakra. Na me hear pictures now. It is encouraging. Omo ye warm up. And it I'm say party for no nyina mesre wo mo. E bi mu frame me. Say my me launch campaign am kan chom. And I didn't launch campaign a year. Some of them groups no ye hono ye wo ewe caucus, ye wo dangbe caucus. And another group so ameji a wo so no omo de beboa. It tells you how prepared or how poised people in my constituency okay woman shake you on their own mitia wo nyina I just mitia wo nyina na mamo adwuma wo ye
chia wo kase chia wo kase wo no mkoto abala chia wo kase
oh wo me hono ye cosmopolitan
but do na the chia wo the language fluent the whole ebia woman trading in chia what language chia
oh it's say
in your language what language
what language global language
so speak it
inga ni twepe na ihe ni twepe manye mitia mu nyina me dogbe whatever there makata that's all because they are na mitia mu nyina they are always their crobos their guns their notness
no problem
assalamu alaikum to all the to notness no dey no more nyina that's
omo the di kan me fa maba wo kase fidi me fa o mampanyin na do danko akufo ado ne nchi aso nkoma Ghana man nyina say na no kwasiada and the founders day now mampanyin na no sem etudwa ene Ghana for kasai eye enra dance so no at the Jubilee House banquet hall so no any senior citizens so interact edwendwen o man no ho e ma oni omu dinkita ho e kire na adwen e ma omo so kire o ma adwen kire no na interaction is so nice e bi so ne na be de echi so a oye president in waiting ye ka president in waiting so a akanka se mo no say honorable teller bi ka oka krobo na ode eve kakra fam nti akanka se mo say ka se president in waiting na chese o mampanya o tia patem unse ohene ye yina ye ne tena patem e ma onya tete ansa na ye na ba na wabisai na afi no wa ba ye we oh Ghana for yi no makomam o won titiem sisi no nyame adom a Ghana for beto santin December 7th na o mako confirm no confirmation
wow
na afi no 7th January 2025 nyame adom a hobrase mu no wa hye ne 3 piece abaja no white no na hobrase a woni mu no odne sa so Ghana kofunanim na wadinsi a kire Ghana for se ode ahobrase ode nimde ode suro ene ahokeka be somo my Ghana said the nyame e de ama no so enim say ye mabunu ne enim so represent your interest because wo share ye papa John Dramani Mahama sabi o man ye tie no o gba pro ye tie no say nko betumi aka say e be convince ye na ehun say we are comparing two individuals but after comparison na e ba na it shows a definite position say the Ghanaian voter will be going for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia because he represents the future of our country. Industrial revolution aye komu no man. Yemfa akwa nketinkete eni nkukubo nketinkete ne yede ko. Yemfa mpreko nketinkete eni yede ko industrial revolution ni mu. Yede artificial intelligence, yede digitization, yede enema ema wo man ye competitive because my Africa aye baby away you know. We said during the global colonization era no. Omu divided we are seeing you know the global north and global south countries. And global south countries no the global north countries no FI industrialization and omuja yen the agrarian age say yen produce raw materials to feed their industries and no na course why friend the gorgeous big economy a course why be seen na and ye try post be industrialize with Omanpanyi Akufo-Addo the one district one factory project and over 168 working factories juma now a good more number of them so at various stages of completion so no still who say important ba na eba ye si di no ahoden depreciation ne ade air cost right na yesu no so start sa na ma we say earlier enka cyber bia ye man ni wo no enka ye enka HDC edunti say ye ko ye nim na se ye hu ye mistake ye hu ye sinto de a na o se ye nya o kandifo bi a sabi breso sem chronicle ya ye wo mu no obedi anim no abe correct ye wrongs no the jump into the fourth industrial revolution you know so that we join the major countries in the world to partake and take a hold of our destinies. A bit me a boy, my Ghana. You didn't see the gateway to Africa. Ghana is the blaster of Africa. No, yet me I the shining black star. I may be seeing in there who say in terms of everything. Or my baby, I'm a cow figure. So Ghana by leadership, we don't lack because Ghanaian actually say it rule the whole world. Busumuru Kofi Annan, ever UN Secretary General, Ghana. Dr. Mohammed bin Chambat, hold various diplomatic positions around the world. In intergovernmental organizations and various sectors of the world order no Ghana for the akutinium about militarization you share the sterling performance of the Ghanaian army peacekeeping missions around the world what the Ghanaian is made of any a whole lot about football about music any other what are we lacking? What we are lacking now no structures are weakening the foundation of our country now and Omanpanyi Akufo-Addo na ban ba ye no the various structures egu akoye foundation no na o se enyo bi obesi dan na siso na dan na obesi asiso no so no ebeboa na propel Ghana into the fourth industrial revolution no enuti o compare apples na compare oranges who the Ghana for pe na who the oman so pe na the pe no ene alaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia obedi MPP anim amedi nkunim ya break 8 ni nyame adom December 7th na wadi Ghana anim ama Ghana so no a jump into the fourth industrial revolution ni ma Ghanaian economy no be very competitive e be enhance your fortunes o man na honorable kasa Oluwa Menya Krobo who said that mesre Oluwa Menya Krobo akwan no e da ho no mo ne Ghana ko dey nya independence because Oluwa Menya Krobo is one of the traditional towns and states in our country. The Menya area, no, Krobo area, no. It said the Ashanti, it said the Gan State, the Gadangbe State, any all other states, you know. And in the past, you know, near to statehood, now you small friends, ethnic groups, and they are forming their various states. City states and answer ethnic states or whatsoever. Colonization, they became as one unit. And they buy, and that's how acquiring on this way, and your development, you need to be really in a the next government the next government will tell another government ba obenya juma den aye and in so far as our mandate ne de oh my ejuma no ho no say we make I say in December 2016 NDC abaya Yera John Dramani Mahama edeni mo no e financial clearance for the employment of some medical professionals including nurses December 2016.
It falls within his mandate.
It falls within his mandate. But recently, our government announced say or my clearance you be found in August here. Also, timing no. But yes, Akando. Yes, Akando. No, Akando said it. Akando said it. Your own colleague Akando.
You are sure of that?
Akando said it. Say timing. Oh, please. Say timing no. Any what? August timing yet. By your time, November, the timing was good, right? So it shows that governance is a continuous process. Any gaps, once you have the mandate, you know, at every stage of your governance process, you know, insofar as you have the budget, insofar as or a candidate be implementing or policies, you know, at every stage you implement what you need to implement for the benefit of the good people of this country. And your election purpose in here. And when you say lower menya krobo akwan e koswa. Obai, so be say the yemu hye ne ma e koswa ne ho no. Dr. Baumia call her no more ade. Unso aka so ko tietie nkrofo. Now baby Dr. Baumia be fa bia na there is a panic attack. The NDC catches flu.
Dr. Baumia
the NDC catches flu because we share a dom, we share the euphoria, we share the sentiments of the people now. The narration ni bibi a won sasesa. Sabi, omo de niam agumu ofom pa. E kire say niam nkoso. Oman no are reverse and omo can be say winning the what to reset Ghana.
They are resetting.
Reset. Oh yeah, resetting now. There's a standard. How they are resetting? What standard? And omo they reset Ghana. The best question, so ne answer that question. Answer if you can't figure so. You be answer with your topics now. They ban no. We will answer through those questions. Topics no name who say in resetting no standards na anyway. O my, impuntu akos wo nyina honorable so hu bi. E wo ne constituency. Oh. Manya Krobo Senior High School onko ho. Onko ho. Government interventions in the Bimba ho.
Tell me what is going on.
Students are ho no benefit from the free senior high school education in Libi.
So that's the only thing that.
It's not the only thing.
What is it?
The various communities are benefit from the 6 unit classroom blocks in the man cost of Honibi. It's in the common fund or the idea. And government funds Nibia. And MP, the man say, and the marketing to be no more. Obe here and so fire. It's a personal money. So MP's common fund near government resources are a percentage of the common fund. Any allocated amount. Say also fire development. Say 6 unit classroom blocks living cost. Also patch of about we are no Wadaroma. So now we are former lecturer, you know. You know how to. No, not a former lecturer, you know.
You end up no,
Pacho, Debbie. No, I'm not patronizing him. I'm only telling him, say, oh, allow me. Time of Casson, I was quiet, and you know, Marcus and I made jot.
So, all allow.
I know.
No, allow him. So you jot your point.
Well, it's like you are giving him. I thought we were doing that just an intro.
No, you don't have a problem.
You did your intro for way over 7 minutes. I was here.
It was more than 7 minutes.
It was more than 7 minutes. I was here.
How many minutes have you spoken?
Oh, check it. Let me the time on. Into no part time. So you see, we share Sanya man course or holding in na. It will be insincere for any person to say I buy anybody on your show.
And then saw at the two different things.
What you can say when you saw near buying your Marcus are buying your show or no more. It's much of insincerity. Also expecting anything. So it means that his representation, you know.
He knew this government was not going to bring anything on board. So he was not expecting anything.
So why is he in parliament?
For his people.
For my people.
Absolutely. So if you are there for your people, it means that you lobby, you negotiate, you make sure that your people, your constituency,
but he gave an example of
captured in the national budget.
Education minister. He gave an example.
What's your letter or the COE? And what's your response, education minister? You're word against the word. Honorable member, I can say, or especially beyond the district. Meanwhile, the district, so much tax, of course, a consolidated fund name. I don't see MPs now more appropriation or parliament. Appropriation beyond MPs now you appropriation. When I'm watching, Sika Wenkoha. That's appropriation. And you pass the appropriation into bill. Then the government signs it into law before government implements it. It is also who expectation. It means that your representation in parliament is questionable. I also lower menya club for the 20 years. Now we do can represent your interest. Say empo advice one for shame bahwa ye wo can people be sorry say no, we are part of this republic. We contribute to the consolidated fund. And so we need to benefit from this national pets and make sure say yem for us we benefit it. Hwe mango tene enema free the manya areas so no bar for export nema aban nya revenue free. The planting for export and rural development aban introducing in the 2018-2019 thereof no. Lo manya kobo benefit Stanley. From those planting for export and rural development now. Or my start here, or my planting so much friends cash crops near there. The return on investment, you know, it will show in the coming years because udria a mango, udria a bear, udria sa neemana. It takes time to mature. It takes time for the reaping effect to come in. I developing those areas, and I believe say the people in the Manya areas, you know, Dr. Baumia, we saw the euphoria, we saw the heart of gratitude, we saw the seemingly state of them say they are saying thank you to Dr. Baumia to reflect in the vote that will come. Again, let notice be saved. Say, Honorable Telabi, Ekoshia NDC for ultimately, you are not expecting any response apart from so Bobekane away and then Yankwadano Mekajro. But so Usia Mania for a town hall meeting, like the Minister of Information, the Finance Minister, the Greater Accra Regional Minister, yes, or not hall, and near Buakunta in the Greater Accra region.
adwuma aban yi ba ye from 2017 wa ye e de ama Ghana for ye mounting stands for every MMDA Metropolitan Municipal and District Assemblies and what Greater Accra region have no be showcasing the projects no ye be ye ban the region Eastern region ye be similar one ho nto who project ni bia omra ho the DC you know be so be ye na wa hwe na wa to ya chere these are the projects that has gone on in the manya areas na boa no na ono ankasa to no mutu say he didn't expect anything from government in his constituency in his district and you know it means that the representation the mandate given to him by his people no and so about
okay, so okay, 3 minutes just to talk about this. Meba. Yeah. This is from the Ghana Lotto Operators Association calling on all its members, that's the Concerned Lotto Agents Association of Ghana, and all Lotto operators in Ghana to a crucial meeting to discuss licensing issues with the NLA. And Tuesday 13th August 2024, 10 a.m. prompt, our Tank Palace, Roman Ridge. Wow, yeah, Lotto agent, Biano, we Lotto operator, and so on. For Ghana Lotto Operators Association. Almost 13th of August 2024. Nukbenu, Ntimushano, Sona, Munkushiana, I say from alliances in one sense. What's your picture now? How do you understand it? You don't deserve to be representing your people.
I am so surprised. But I now understand why Ghanaians seem not to understand our governance system as we operate it in this country. Minyan is a legal person, and I'm sure you are very he's very conversant with our constitution, and for that matter, how Parliament operates. Yes, we appropriate, but how does the money? Who distributes the money, and how does the person? When we appropriate, and we ask government to spend A, B, C, D, a lot of the time because Sikano Emma Ategono. The Minister of Finance uses his or her discretion excessively. Why is it that some contractors are paid and others are not paid? As we speak to you, there are some projects going on in some constituencies that are not going on in other constituencies. There are some contractors that will be paid. Others are not being paid.
But that will always be the norm.
That is the point. So when and to the extent that the president went to a country to tell the people, say, because they did not give him a member of parliament, he has even forgotten about them. Because if it is about only the common fund, then nothing will go on in any constituency. How much is the common fund that comes to even member of parliament? Because we were talking about 6 classroom block, and he was expecting, say, member of parliament maybe use soon common fund, no, they are 6 unique what do you call it, classroom block. You see, we as scholars, let's eschew, politics and let the people know the truth. And I make say Ghana Hanomono. The higher say we mislead a lot of people.
But the question
and that's what he has succeeded in doing now.
It's not about misleading. The question
that is the point.
You're a member of parliament.
Yes. The point is that the point is that
your expectation of this government
was low.
You are not disappointed.
In fact, what I'm saying is that my expectation because of their pronouncement. Look, when we started building that school over there, I gave a classical example. If this government
university
no, university the secondary school in America, if this government has taken the pain to look at why we decided to cite that school over there now, I wouldn't be saying what he's saying now. And you have left it, and it is getting rotten. And right now, if you want to go invest money, what Sky is spending what you say, no, you might even end up spending more than.
But you are not lobbying because you are disappointed in the government.
I am not lobbying. What I'm saying is that I have taken steps. If a bit is listening to you, tell you, I have personally gone to him, spoken to him. The Committee on Education went there, made it public, but they never came.
Beyond that,
nothing. If the person who holds the purse, the person who decides, because they don't give all the money to Educhum. But what is available? No, check. No, check. No, prioritizing the opposite.
Doing priority.
But two. The member of parliament there is not their man. So, like the president, yes, and I'm telling you, they take inspiration from what the president says. President, is
that the deciding factor for the distribution of development?
It is. Because are you sure, sir?
But the MPP is working in the Volta region. They are working. John Mahama worked in Ashanti region.
Yes.
So what's the big deal about what?
But what I'm saying, in my place, they have left my projects. They have left them. They have left the project. I don't know what can I say. Road to no 100. Okay. Somebody, I'm happy or can say, governance need continue. We started asphalting the Krobo area. They started from Trum, the university hormone. Up to a point. When they came, they asked the man to leave the place. The contractor left. They left the whole road to deteriorate.
They were doing
because what kind of for 7 good years.
That's our parliament. The road minister you never questioned the road minister about where that investigation landed. All of us.
Look, do you follow parliament very well? How many times have we asked him to bring us the report, and even up to now? How many times have we asked him?
You don't have a copy of the cocoa roast audit?
They have not. You see, they just.
You don't have a copy.
They have never even. Oh, we see, they have one more file report.
You don't have a copy.
We see, there is no report. The previous minister in the new, and then on one of the Oba no see we are auditing. We are auditing 7 years. And Pierre.
Yakobulaba.
No. 7 years.
The Franco Trade Enterprise fasting and Spanish garlic and a mixture no. Both the mixture and the capsules na bejaso. So your conversation we only have 15 minutes to wrap up. Very unfortunate. No.
The most smart is him running.
I'm Diana person can come once.
No, tell my no.
So Diana person can come. Diana person can come once.
Oh, Debbie.
No, Diana person can come.
Everything out the
So talk about it. Talk about it.
No,
No.
Okay, a quick one. Me na make as I make a BBC miniana.
So say I'm one so come back to.
Oh no, yes.
The conversation.
The conversation of course no. Okay, BBC then you know representing as if we have all the powers to compel the finance minister or the minister to do everything in our constituency. We don't have those powers. And as I said, no, sir, koyewe, and a lot too depends on the interest of the party in power.
Okay.
And Nanado has, openly told us, baby, I know muntu abamano no. And ya dia oduni ni ekohono. Anything I'm sure say idea go yeto abamano wono maybe odini ni bekwa kohwe secondary school na wono.
Okay, understood. So you want to talk about the MPP manifesto lunch or
no, I mean Kennedy Japan saying apology, you have to apologize. Okay. You see, the Emmanuel Transikan, I think they say people must start listening to Kennedy Japan. And it's a lesson for all politicians. Say, politicians, we are not all knowing. When we make mistakes, we must accept. Like Dr. Boumia, Becca Chileyen, what he espoused, time and Opeso Babidi vice president, and what the president told us. Ni buta enti a odi Baumia ebekan ho no. The okan ni nyina no. Edi the lectures o man ni ade ni nyina. Economic theory so propounding ni ana 170 questions obisa the late vice president ni nyina no. Ene amanfo obisa say adentina why you quiet on all those issues say and two and then no oba e hono say petrol boy electricity boy under MPP government and it is onuba electricity no be kofo. The question that people are asking they say is Baumia not part of the MPP government?
But he's not a final authority.
If you but
listen
to me. No. Don't answer.
Your teaching assistant.
What I'm saying is
your teaching assistant cannot be you.
He's not a teaching assistant.
I'm saying,
for God's sake, the president told us why he was bringing him, and the reason why they accepted him. Even as at the time, he was not even a card-bearing member. But he had to persuade them based on the expertise or the ban because of no Nana Akufo-Addo no say he's not an economist. And he made him the chairman of the economic management team. Are you saying that he doesn't have any say?
But the point is that
what is the work or what are the duties of the economic?
So would you say or can your money in now work it also unfair?
No,
as a president.
That is not correct.
On whose part?
Even ministers have certain discretionary powers. What the policies near the
so your expectation is that or not policy about?
If say the reason why a president didn't buy.
Are you looking at the structure of governance?
What are you talking about, Omayini?
Who is the final?
Omayini. Let me tell you something. Let's allow educate among for you.
But your structure not educated.
Now listen. What I'm saying is that listen to me. You have the president, the vice president. Per our constitution, you know, once you choose, you know, you are also elected. The president cannot dismiss you. And per a convention, I adapted Wahanono. The vice president becomes the chairman of the economic management team. And for Dr. Baumia, there was a special, you know, appeal by the president. Eddie Ghanaian say consider because the man had worked at the Bank of Ghana, he knew our situation, he knew the economy of Ghana so much, and therefore he was bringing his expertise and his experience to help us. One, or see they will arrest the city, the dollar. Today, where is it? Okay, he told us that when the fundamentals are weak, and the fundamentals can only be weak when you exhibit incompetence, the exchange rate will expose you. Today, the exchange rate has moved from 4 cedis to 16 cedis. What is happening? Is it incompetence? Or what? Anything? No? He cannot come out or, you know, take himself out of this economic quagmire. He cannot. Anything is a more defending her. You are not being fair to Ghanaians.
Questions.
You are not being fair. You are not being fair to Ghanaians.
Questions is not defense.
The questions you are asking, no, right? The questions are not. You are not being, you know, fair with Ghanaians because Papa now no didn't buy. You know, catch or say, I am bringing this gentleman because of what he has done before. Today he's telling Baumia is telling us, say, after now what steady economy for 7 years. Or see what after what economy now say 7 years. Or see I have studied this economy for 7 years. So now when I come as the president, I will stabilize the city. Do you expect us to take him serious? So what it means is that for all the 8 years, no by experiment, or he didn't know what it was about. And now the president lied to us. He peddled on truth about him. Because he was not who we thought he was. And therefore, the 7 years OBD you had will not make him the economic whiskey. And anything you can actually Ghana for say. When you compare, you can say, what? And yet, Akoko look, and yet, Mukan say, Abebu, Kasakwan. Say, Obika say, little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. Kasakwan. It means that humble, yes, that's the point. Humble beginning. What are we gonna say? You see, the reason why we are where we are today, and then I can see the thinking of these people. Look, how did the Chinese, the Japanese, the Chinese, almost started saying, how did they start? How did they start? Almost started, a journey of 1,000 miles. Who started with one step? It doesn't mean says name you call America, then I start walking. No. It tells you say you need to prepare. You need to reset and make sure you have your foundation properly laid. I am surprised. And then so we can say, Afrina Akufo-Addo laid foundation. What kind of foundation has he laid? What foundation has Akufo-Addo laid? Or what foundation has Baumia and Akufo-Addo laid? So that this country can take off. When in the likely event we give them the opportunity. No. This country needs serious resetting. Serious. And also comparison. you cut your coat according to the size of your cloth. You look at our own background and our foundations. And the year. And say, and then His Excellency say, yes, starting in Kuko. I mean, you know that he's not an Onyetini. He's not a kind person. And it is Okokano see Ube Bibi like in Kuko kitting. It doesn't mean say also Okotot chicks aba mamo. In any case, say no cry na true that and then there was a time omo hear what rearing for what? They were going around giving 6 cockerels. Omuto and Koko Esia. MPP, yeah, they did it. No, nobody, mama. Oh, Masa, it was part of their program. Koko 6. It is going on. Even there are some NGOs. Womu ye BCC ya.
Tom Koko 6.
Womu to Koko na.
No, the coffee if you want.
Listen, womu to Koko na. No, me abema. Listen, it is going on. Ebilimu, I graduated from that level. No, say I'm more portrait fact. That will be constituency.
Okay.
What they do is that womu ba NGOs no moye. When they come, what year Nkukobunu Ediasuono. No mama what do you call layers I grow to a certain level. Then they give you feed to start with. When omemo feed and when the woman start a layer, you sell the eggs, right? You pay for the cost.
Nkuko says no.
No, you know, me can't tell you what they did before, no. But I'm telling you what the NGOs are doing now. Say they give cockerel, I mean, the layers are. Woman to a certain level. Woman mortality no, reduce it. Say the bear woman and it's no. They'll give you depending on your capacity. They give you a certain number. Then almost 37 you use the eggs, right, to pay for the cost.
Okay, so
who we are? Listen, who we are? You sell it and it becomes your capital. Now, who you be? Who gets you here?
It's you know. There we are now.
What are you talking about? Why you are so dismissive? You are dismissing what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying
and it is real.
I am in the business.
I am telling you, sir.
No, I'm in the business.
Listen to me.
I expect you to say that your party brought the broiler project.
No, not
it
even
should be
that.
enhanced.
Not even that. Listen to me. I'm sure, say, if you go to the countryside, no. I'm saying, what you don't even know what.
No.
Buko villages.
But see, that is what they have done.
Let me tell you.
The fact that they are doing that does not mean that is what they want to be. They want to break even.
But it is a beginning for somebody. It is a beginning for somebody. Okay. Somebody Obi Ohono started. Listen. Obi Ohono started with Infie Kuko. Or starting with
okay,
that is a humble beginning. Okay. And it is all no can Kuko Kitty. You are insulting the intelligence of Ghanaians. You are insulting our people. Say one more almost start. Oh, seriously, I'm very sorry. No. Wait a minute, I am fantastic. Listen to me. He's talking about the Kuko Kitty.
Maybe Chirim Kakra. I'm so honorable. Say
no, what Chirim was humble beginning.
Humble beginning.
I'm coming.
Humble beginning.
It's good.
And it is true. And
so it's here why reference to our villages. Our villages is very important.
Look, even in Europe, there are people who have I went to Texas. I visited a family in Texas. The man had 13 children. You know what he does? Our cattle 5. Our cattle, let's say 5. Our Nkuko. Now what he had done is that what he did, what he told us that he did was that Oniska obekoto what do you call it feed and I say obekoto Nkuko no bebre at once. Entino or vegetables. There's the University of Texas buys those things from him. Not the okwa. No order.
Okay, so you are forming.
Cockroaches. No order. And it he's a big guy.
Say honorable catcher say the area Mahama kan no na kasapon.
Yes.
I'm say honorable abeso beti ho.
It is not wrong to start with that.
I was say University of Ghana School of Communication Studies or more ehwa or more be for honorable to me ko kire communication.
My friend.
Or
this is an insult.
No, I'm not.
Oh, David.
No, with all due respect.
Listen to me.
No. Time in the call, Mr. What you are doing is so wild.
No, I am not.
No. Let me explain myself.
No, why do you say no?
Why would you say communication says because tell him.
You are refining what
it is not. It is real.
So
allow people who need only 200 Ghana cedis.
Oh, please.
That's a different discussion.
Please.
Only 200 Ghana
cedis. Please, let's have your time. I am not disrespecting him. But yes, I not tear the air. I'm mentioning the TNA. Yera Mahama time. What I saw the Aminaba Parliament, State of the Nation Address.
Yes.
Parliament. Public Gallery.
Yes.
So man in Precomi and sounds and Precomi, no Bana Bema. Emma Manawo. That's the starting point. I can say, oh yeah, policy piloting. That was a pilot project for the Akwan Kitchen Pregon Kitchen. Because a pilot with Amina. Amina and Precomi. On your 60. All bus station nation address and now and Preco now Kakra. Yeah. And what be demonstrating my Mina sorry, a piano and so with you to Parliament. And yes, sir. It's all a catcher say the Papane Cano or Yaka into one like Yantiasia. Not better say no Kakasa. The American say, what share the volume of a friend say a poultry import. Any other substitution, you know, and one can get him prego getting.
Look, it is happening.
It is Oh, please.
Don't worry. He's telling you how he understands it. So
please. Whether it is happening elsewhere or not, under your administration, if you also start to implement Bisa, Ghana for whom Kenya benefit. But now, we share import bills. Who the type of items are imported in what? In grand quantity. I say here, or my boy over 200 million, 400 million, in my buy I say. Abahiba, you know, we're starting import substitution industrialization, 1D1F.
Can you tell us how
you know what? Can you tell us how much? I don't want to interact on this matter. In terms of hospital projects, I can say, I buy because we are NDC MP, you know, no, Roxana Dafia Mapo. Once my penny for the core commission projects on the conscience of what my penny abaso. On NDC MP. South die NDC winning since 1992. Then on my penny project, my MP or Bonabaso. I don't say, oh, yeah, MP down to me near Maswa. Also catching it. What I say. I then I want district hospitals here, of course, you know. MPP constituencies in Guana, Koswana. I say all districts without district hospitals and all your agenda 111 district hospitals. It doesn't matter where friends say MP no belong. Where that's why NDCO, we MPPO. There were 111 district hospitals and specialized hospitals, regional hospitals. No, Aban is seen across the length and breadth. Aban implementing free education. You know, one can say ha NDC MPs no ha, MPP MPs no, MPP MPs no constituencies no. And benefit. And benefit. Again, Aban road infrastructure or you know, on acceleration. Again, Dr. Baumia 1 million coders or they ban the free and the flat tax rate and the harmonization of industry name or they ban on share acceleration. Omanpenyi Mahama is the only vice president in our history.
Implement it now.
Yera Matala Missy Benkai Zamidu Bekachre say, President Mills, SST committee.
You're a lawyer.
Don't go there. Don't do that.
Lawyer beyond
retract and apologize.
You can't tell me that because you can't tell me
committee members. Give me one person.
Go to Masanambi. Give me the committee members. No. And I wouldn't say your reference will be a that you are not authority on that. And it is say what kind of name of committee that give me the committee. Oh, can't me say
once you don't have the commission, more probably the commission.
So don't tell me
if you don't have
don't tell me what
if you don't have the full complement.
Don't tell me what to say.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. We have PDS.
So you see, Amajaro Coco scandal.
People are
Penny Mahama. Amajaro Coco smuggling scandal by any department. What is it? Oh, can't be Cardio be one yet. SCS Korea 20,000 housing units. 20,000 housing units.